My shirt's on. I just want to do, and I'm not sure I'm good. I'm good. No. Yep. No, I'm good.
Oh, Colleen, we both said hello.
Love you.
Tell her we both said hello. Tell her we both said hello.
Oh, it's saying hi. She said, hey. He's waving. You see her with his spear?
That fucking creepy ass hand should just
The
be
creepy
there.
hand of the spear.
Tell her the creepy hand's gonna have to make a reappearance some other time.
The creepy hand's gonna make a reappearance another time.
That's great. All you can see is a hand.
No, I'm good, thank you. I'm good, got my shirt. Yep. Now you're playing one. Cheers. I'm good.
We're good. Ready?
Yep.
Finally, the time has arrived because the calendar allowed it to, where the Bonded by Horror show can do a fancy special edition live Friday the 13th evening edition.
Let's
And
get it,
we're all
boys.
going to have a couple beers to celebrate it. And it just so happens to come out right when pumpkin beer season comes out. And we're all going to have at least one. And we all have some kind of a thing to talk about. And we'll tell you what we're doing tonight in just a second. Let's all introduce ourselves and our beers. I'm Eddie Vegas.
I'm JC Walsh. Can you hear me good?
Oh, yeah, we're good.
Wow, that's pretty good. I am rocking signed Kane Hodder mask, by the way.
Oh, look at that.
Ooh.
Flex it if you got
Yeah.
it. Flex if you
That's
got
right.
it.
Oh, okay.
This one's
Also, Conshohocken, Pumpkin Bear, Nightmare on East Elm Street.
Ooh,
a
like
PA
it.
beer.
Ooh.
All right,
Okay.
Ed,
So I got a little Jason versus Freddy thing going on.
I'll
over
say
here.
my
like
quick
it.
one too. Thank you for referencing the greatest movie of all time. The obvious one, Scroogey Voorhees. How's it going, everybody?
Ooh. I am Ben. Ben, what are you drinking? And I'll say what I'm drinking.
Pumpkinhead, of course. Shipyard Pumpkinhead.
Ooh, classic.
Greatest
Classic.
fucking. It's a classic. It is the greatest pumpkin beer ever made. Go ahead.
That's
I beg to differ these days. I think they've been outshined, but I get it. They're the original.
They're the OG.
I'm going with a Dogfish Head Pumpkin Ale.
Good stuff.
7%.
Good.
It's fucking good. I love this little guy on here.
Yep.
He's a handsome little fella. And
That's a new art.
to kick the night off, let me open my bottle. But what do I have to open my bottle with?
Ooh.
Oh, I don't know. A knife?
Oh, we're a bunch of nerds. I love it.
A nice butcher knife to open if I can be
just
that cool?
Cut my
He's gonna take
hand.
his thumb off. Oh my god! Imagine him taking his finger off live. To be amazing.
Yeah, and
as we do the show, his fingers bleeding and shit.
So he's got a knife to kill beer. He's got a Kane Hodder signed mask, which that's obviously awesome. My only cool prop.
Mugshot for kill scenes.
My cool prop is a complete inbox Friday the 13th for Nintendo. So, love it. Destroy Jason if you can.
I tried. It doesn't happen.
It doesn't work. Tommy tried, man. Tommy tried twice.
Oh,
I
you know
beat
what?
him.
Give me,
The bastard
Benny.
came back even faster.
don't move. Let me get my knife back for a quick still shot. Actually, hold on, let me,
We're gonna do
ready
something
for-
like this,
yeah.
boys. Nailed it. Dead air.
Oh, we haven't done a still shot in a while. It's awesome.
Oh, dude, we're so good at this shit.
All right, can I take this off?
People
Then?
love
Happy
Yeah,
Friday
you're good.
13th. I hope you all
Happy Friday 13th.
Happy Friday the 13th.
hope you all
Whoever's
avoided
here and
sex.
available.
You all avoided swimming in a lake. Like people
Check,
people in the chat are saying. Drugs.
Check.
You know.
Check. Oh shit,
well,
we're all drinking.
Well, we're all drinking.
We're
so.
fucked. We're fucked. We're all done.
We're dead.
We're
We're dead.
doomed.
We're dead.
We're dead.
Yep,
It's all
we're
right.
fucked.
You know what though? But hey, whatever.
All right, man.
We all live. We all die. If
So,
I'm
hey.
gonna be killed by the great hands of the Mr.
have a good time,
Voorhees
right?
himself.
Hell yeah, dude.
That's all that matters.
We're a good time. So,
So,
everybody
cheers,
dies
everybody.
while they're having a good time. Cheers.
Cheers.
So here's the deal with tonight. Whoever wants to, whoever's here live with us,
Already,
Thank you,
people are here.
and-
Thank you.
thank you very much for coming and hanging out. And hopefully you guys are having a beer or a beverage or a seltzer water or whatever. I don't
And
mean
tell us your favorite
hard
kills,
ones. I mean regular ones.
please.
Tell us what you think of our picks. Here's the deal. We're going to break it down. This is not a long-winded episode. This is going to be a party episode.
Oh, we hope
Quick
not.
in and out. It's not going to be a super long one. It's not. We're not going to debate a lot of things. We're not going to break any one of the movies down. This is not the time, the day. People have done that a million times. And honestly, people have done top 13 kill scenes. Nothing that we're doing tonight is original. But to us, it's something fun to fucking throw out there to see what we can do, right? So it was our opportunity to give a little bit of a love letter on Friday the 13th. Now, maybe the next time one of these comes around, which they come around a couple times a year, maybe we'll pick a movie to do, or maybe we'll do like a versus movie, like which one versus which one, or we'll do something like that. We'll figure it out. But
You know, it would be
we'll have
great to
fun with
talk
those.
about the Jarvis trilogy. That would be a great discussion. We
I'm
just
okay
talked about
with
earlier.
it. I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind doing the great debate of who did the best Voorhees. I mean, there's a lot of people say hotter. I think there's better. I think, I have my opinion, but I get why he is iconic. But but again, we have a million ideas. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do, to keep it short and sweet tonight. We originally were gonna do 13, our top 13 kills each, and then we all kind of thought about it, and we're like, man, do we really want to be here for 13 hours? No. So
Yes.
so here's what we're gonna do. To not kill anybody's attention span. See what I did there?
Yeah,
Or
we're all-
slash our
Oh, that's not
viewership.
gonna work.
Ah,
Wow,
Oh,
you're nailing
somebody's on
it.
fire.
Yeah, you're
Somebody's
on fire today.
somebody's on point.
your boy is fucking on point today.
Wow,
He's
you're
sharp.
you're
He's
killing it.
sharp.
We are good. I am a little sharp today. I got right off the top here. What do you think? So, this is real, by the way. I was so nervous
I
walking up my
fucking
stairs
knew
with
it.
my hand.
I knew
Oh,
it.
it's 100% real. This is very like I can fucking hurt myself if I'm too fucking if not smart enough. Anyway, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do 13 of our collective picks, meaning we're each gonna get a couple. So, but we're gonna do it in a round robin succession. We gave Joe, because he's the biggest fan of the series, 5 picks. So he's gonna be the odd man out. He's gonna bookend this. He's gonna start with one, and he's gonna be the very last one. And we'll go Joe, me, Ben, Joe, me, Ben, Joe, me, Ben, Joe. And then there you go. And
Joe
it's
me Ben. Joe me
right.
Ben.
Joe,
Sorry.
me, Ben, Joe, me, Ben, Joe, me, Ben.
Can we get
Joe, me,
somebody
Ben.
to like edit like a song of that? Joe Meet Ben. Joe Meet Ben. I would love that.
I can probably get that.
That's
I can
digital.
probably get that happen. I can probably figure out some way to do that. We'll work on that. So it's gonna be a simple night. Lots of fun, lots of laughs. It's not gonna be, again, not a long-winded one. This is just a fucking flash in the pan episode, a little Friday event, and a moose boosh, if you will, to the cheers that the fears are coming, boys. They're
I am
on their
very
way,
happy.
so.
We're all drinking pumpkin beers, and we're just
I
like
had to.
letting
I had to.
summer
I had to.
die.
had to.
I'm done. Especially after
Yeah,
the heat
I'm
this
okay.
week.
Dude, the heat wave of the last 2 days, you
Oh, what?
can't tell.
Burning
but
bodies.
man,
burning leaves.
Dude, I am pouring sweat. Like I am
Mhm.
dripping. I'm glowing. Like it's unreal. So I'm lucky that I have these, like,
You might.
the way my
There
room
might
is
be
lit
another
up.
reason why you're glowing.
Oh yeah, you might not be wrong.
True.
One of my movies, Joe. All right, so here's what we have for you guys. So we'll get into like our favorite movies and all that stuff in a little while. I don't want to spoil what our each individual favorite movie is until we're done, or we can kind of go over that as our picks come. So that's what we can say. Like, so if you make a pick from your favorite Friday movie, tell us. If you make a pick from something that you haven't even seen that well, but you just know the pick, tell us. We'll go through it. And anybody that's watching this live, chime in. Like, please, like, give us what you think about our pick. Tell us if you know these scenes. Tell us if at the end of this, if we're missing, like,
Tell us
we're
your
probably
kills,
gonna have
too.
a couple extras. Yeah, we're probably gonna have a couple honorable mentions too, because I know I wrote down more than 4. I wrote down 6, but I have more in my head.
I got some bonus ones.
But yeah, we're gonna have a couple. We're gonna have like a lightning bonus round at the end. But we'll start off with Joe. If you're ready, you give us the first one that comes to mind, and I'll go from there.
I had to pick this because this is not the greatest one out of the franchise,
Oh,
but this
real quick, one last thing. Are you picking in any specific order, like lowest to highest?
Oh,
kill, or
thank
you
you.
just going?
I'm sorry,
I'm
you're
not.
right. Me,
I'm not
going.
either.
I'm going from lowest to highest. I have to have
Okay.
my favorite kill as a top, and then
Okay.
my top 2 I definitely want to talk about because like when we get there we'll talk about it. But like yeah, so I'm going lowest, and my lowest one, number 5, is from probably one of the most pulpiest, most horrendous one out of all the franchise, but still enjoyable. From Jason Goes to Hell, The Final Friday.
Okay.
Out of
Is
the
the
gate,
scene-
starting strong.
Is the scene where Jason takes over Phil, the coroner,
Yep.
and he's stalking the couple in a tent, and they're having like
I
90s
love this
soft
one.
porn sex. Okay, I was like, this scene is insane. Like, you see a lot of sex scenes in Jason movies, but apparently the 90s want to take it the next notch up, and they did. And not only did they take it a notch up with the soft porn in this scene, she gets the girlfriend gets like impaled with a pole
And then whoop,
while she's
Oh,
riding her boyfriend, and then he just like
And
rips
does
up.
she ever double entendre?
Double
Ho!
entendre,
gets
right?
two
Riding a
poles.
pole, gets hit by a pole.
Dude, she gets that
That-
DP.
Dude, that scene, I remember seeing it, and I was sitting there like, holy shit, I can't believe they pulled that off. It's probably one of the best. Like, it would
That
be
is
on
a
my
good one.
top. It would be on my top kills if the movie wasn't terrible. Like, it's one of those terrible movies I can watch over and over again.
So
But it would be in the top for me if I didn't have all the classics that would rule over that mean a lot to me in my childhood. But that movie, that scene itself, just really like killed it. Literally.
The thing that every time I watch that movie, I will always love that one scene because if you watch that shit in slow motion before Jason even drags up, yeah, the cut is already there, so he's just dragging up on it. It looks so bad, but it doesn't matter because it's done so quick and it's so effective anyway because like the gore was really good and like dude the fucking blood spat
brutal.
It comes out really nice, and I think that kill it's quick and it's very effective at what it does. But holy shit, is it cheesy, and I love that movie's fun. It's not great. It's
great
fun.
It's a fun horror movie. I mean, that's why that's where you really you enjoy the B movie quality of it. You know, that is the prequel to Jason versus Freddy. It's not even a sequel to any of the Friday 13s, in my opinion. No way. Like I think they ignored that. When they went from Jason 8 to Jason X. I think they purposely ignored that.
Part of it I found out recently. Actually, it might have been last night or today. I can't remember when I found that out, but the reason why that one isn't Friday the 13th is because that's when New Line bought it.
Oh, same with
they
Jason X.
That's right.
Yeah, Hack the Movie talked about that.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, because they weren't allowed to use the Friday the 13th. They were allowed to tell the story, but they weren't allowed to use that name.
They had the rights to Jason Voorhees, the character. They did not have the rights to the name. Which, by the way, we mentioned Hack the Movies. I just really quick want to give a shout out to Newt, who is in the hospital right now. His whole the left side of his face apparently felt numb and he was paralyzed. So, feel better.
That's weird.
Yeah, so feel better, dude. I hope you fucking have a speedy recovery. And I know at least Ed and I, we love you a ton, dude. So
yeah, they're awesome. I watch their show every week. I watch their pretty much every one of their reviews, and they did it. Joe, I honestly do. I think you'd like those guys.
I need to get better.
They're Pennsylvania.
You telling me I have to watch them.
Guys.
So much.
Give me 2 seconds.
You know how it is trying to keep up.
While we're having that downtime, somebody quick just said the only thing great about Freddy vs. Jason was the soundtrack.
Somebody's already started shit with you, Ben.
Somebody's already starting.
We might be covering that movie next just to piss somebody off.
Hey, awesome. Like I said, we agreed for my birthday because my birthday's coming up. That's a treat to me. And so number 13 has to go to the camp. The tent fucking perfect kill from Jason Goes to Hell. Ed, it is your turn, friend.
That's a go with 13. That's right, because I did it as 5, but 13, yeah.
Yep.
It's 13. Yep. So here's where I'm torn because I'm weird right now because I feel like a little kid at Christmas time, right? Like I don't want to open my big present before everybody else because I don't want to ruin the surprise. But I also don't want any other motherfucker to open my present for me when I don't have an opportunity to. Ben knows what I'm talking about. There was one Christmas where literally every single one of his presents was opened by somebody else because my mom
was awful.
Or Santa Claus.
Yeah, Santa Claus
might have been working a lot during that week when she was wrapping it. They were wrapping everything and might have been drinking a little extra eggnog that week and might have put the wrong names in the wrong boxes.
So I got to open
literally. Literally every one of Ben's gifts had somebody else's name on it. Yeah. So we're all just opening up like Xboxes, and I'm like, "Wow, that's cool. I already have one.
Awesome.
Why did you give me another one?" And she's like, "Yeah, that's supposed to go to Ben." like as I already opened it, I'm like, "Here you go."
And I'm sitting there like fucking Pigpen and Peanuts in the back, like, oh.
He's like, "Oh,"
all sad.
Like Eeyore fucking trying to find his tail.
I got socks though.
Yeah, you got a lot of socks that year. Yeah, the extra starch. Anyways, so here's where I'm torn, right? Because my favorite one, I don't think anybody's gonna take it, but man, I am gonna be fucking so mad if somebody takes this before me. So I am gonna go Ah, man. So this will be number 12.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not gonna pick my favorite one yet. My personal favorite one's gonna end up being, I don't know where it'll end up falling, the way the round thing's gonna go. I'm gonna try to make a note of this. Oh, try to make a note on whatever your number is, right? Because I'm too stupid to figure that out.
That's what I'm doing now.
Thank you.
All right. Fuck it. Here's what we'll do. I'm gonna go with the remake, the Friday the 13th from 2009 remake.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go with the opening scene.
Damn it!
Where he just rips ass, like destroys everybody in the camp. He does rip ass. He just slaughters everybody, and he fucking hangs the girl upside down in a sleeping bag over a fire and roasts that hoe over some.
So wait, are you only picking that one kill right now?
That's right now. Yeah, that's my one kill right now.
Oh,
that whole scene technically goes into it because there's a bear trap. There's a bear trap. The buddy gets killed too. I can't remember what happens to him right now because I'm focused. I was focused on the weed upside down,
like the weed forest or whatever.
Yep. But the biggest part of that is
funny. Wait till you get to mine.
The hanging upside down, the girl in the sleeping bag burning alive, like roasting over and over. Like
that's brutal scene, man.
That's dude.
That whole intro is one of the best. The intro is the best Friday 13th intros, I think. Like the remake of the Baghead sequence.
It gets capped off with Jason fucking hauling ass, sprinting at that chick, and nails her right in the head, and then title card. And it's like,
no, he does not nail her in the head. She survives.
She survives. Yep. Right. But you don't see him kill her, but dude, you see him just fucking sprint at her.
And that's one of the first times we've ever seen him run.
Like
that is the first time, right?
He runs in part 3
yeah,
in 4, but not like that. Not the Derek Mears run. The Derek Mears run is an animal. That is a human predator right there. The remake is one of the best remakes ever.
It's great.
Despite some of its flaws, it's still.
I love that movie.
Its flaws are minimal to me.
I agree.
I'll say right now, the only flaw I have with that is the ending because they sure kept the mask off so you see his face when he jumps out of the water, and that'd be a perfect 10 for me because if they kept it like that, because I think they really wasted seeing his face on that redneck mannequin fucker. That dude. It was a great scene still, but
right before I hope we eventually get to talk about the remake because I think that movie is so just, I don't know, it's underappreciated, but I would like to say I really hope that eventually, the lawsuit and shit gets, or like the copyright shit gets settled, because I really wanted that sequel where like they go to like the fucking like the icy mountains and shit, and like it's all snowy and stuff.
To see Jason Voorhees in the snow.
Yeah, we never got that.
With animal clothing over him, my God, I'm losing it. Like just like for like protection and whatnot.
He's a fucking Viking and shit.
Yeah, a Jason Viking. Should be nasty.
Yeah. So that's number 12 is nice roasting bitches.
Roasting sleeping bag.
Roasting sleeping bag.
Number 12, roasting bitches. You know what we should put
roasting hose.
Roasting
hose over fire.
When we comment, put them all in our comments. Number 12, roasting bitches.
The way I wrote down my kills, I wrote them down with something funny plus whatever the movie is from next to it. So I have I don't know, just the way I think. Go ahead, Ben.
All right.
I'm telling you, man. There's one specific scene. I swear to God, if somebody takes this, I'm gonna be.
Well, you already took one of mine.
I'm gonna be. Oh, that was one of yours.
That was one of mine. Yeah.
Shit.
I love it.
No.
Yeah, I swear to God.
That specific one.
I swear to God.
Shit.
That the sleeping bag was. Because I couldn't pick the one where he runs, which that blew my mind as a kid, because she doesn't die, but when he's fucking roasting her. Yeah, no, I'm so torn. The same thing, I want to just drop the nuke and be like, this is my favorite one before, but whatever.
Oh wait, do it right. Do it. Joe's right.
Oh wait.
So the top half of this is gonna end up being because it's gonna be ridiculous. Because what we might think our favorite kills are, people are gonna be like, what?
Like what?
I feel like it's already gonna happen.
Hard. There's so many.
I feel like it's already gonna happen. So what I just said, I feel like a lot of people would. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people. Both of them. I feel like people would put those higher, but I have personal favorites.
All right, so
it is what it is.
For mine, so Joe picked one of the terrible movies. I'm gonna go with him and pick probably the second worst movie out there. Guys, he just wanted his machete back with Jason X, boys. And whenever I say Jason X, everybody knows which kill I'm going to talk about. The liquid nitrogen one. Of course.
You motherfucker! You motherfucker!
Which one?
You motherfucker!
What other one am I going to pick?
I knew it. You motherfucker. Well, there is another one.
There's a lot of great kills in that movie, but that is the epic kill. That is for a low budget, shitty space movie. That their face,
motherfucker,
their face, man.
Dude, we're coming out hot.
I knew it.
We're already taking each other's shit. You son of a bitch.
I knew somebody was gonna get that.
Was that the first kill that Jason does in space, like in the
yes.
ship? Yeah.
Yes.
Dude, that's right, because he wakes up. So he wakes up, fucking sees this girl. His first instinct is to take her head and fucking put it in this liquid. I assume he thought it was water.
It's a cryogenic,
liquid nitrogen.
Freezing, yeah.
And then he lifts her head up and is like, "Hey, look, it's frozen!" And bam, fucking, it shatters, dude. But the way it shatters was so perfect. Oh my god, it's gooey.
I think they spent all their budget on that scene. That scene alone was amazing.
that and the fucking the second costume that he gets. I mean, come on, was it Oh no. He looks like he literally
Jason?
Robo Jason.
Yeah, Uber Jason. Or
I call him
Uber Jason.
Uber Jason.
Yeah.
He literally looks like the cartoon show of Mighty Ducks to me.
Yeah,
that's always what he looked like.
Yeah.
Which I actually like Uber Jason. I that kill, dude. Like that's one of the first Jason movies I saw, actually, which is sad to say, because Ed rented it from Movie Time, and then we all watched it. And like seeing that as a kid, I was probably like, it's definitely before I saw Freddy vs. Jason, obviously. And it's like, what the hell? And it gets better. That movie is so fucking corny, so fun, and I think that
that's pretty terrible.
That
scene is great.
I can't believe people are like, yeah, no, this movie's bad. I just won't watch it. And it's like, yeah, but there's a lot of good stuff in it.
It's a classic Jason movie. That's the thing.
If you really look at all these movies, none of them are good movies. Like none of these are fucking stellar movies.
No. Well, I can disagree with one, but we'll get to that in a sec.
All right, settle down there, part 6. But like,
no, it would be 7, dog. I hate 7.
I just want to fuck them. 7's whack. But it's either
I love 6. I love both 6 and 7, but they're not my tops.
8, 7.
Then it's got to be 4. 4 and 6 are the two that everybody fucking raves about.
I shouldn't have said anything, but I'm not gonna say 4 either.
He's whoa.
All right, yeah.
Stop
look
right there. Stop.
Look at the big brain on Joe.
So that was number 11. Jason X.
That was 11.
Yep,
Liquid
that was
nitrogen kill.
You motherfucker! I knew that
was that it?
One of us is gonna get it.
No.
All right.
No.
So like
my favorite one is pretty obscure. A lot of people wouldn't even think about it.
Banana Lady.
No, I did think about that.
Damn.
That's an honorable mention. That deserves an honorable mention. That's a good kill.
That's such an offensive kill. It's so good.
Did you squeeze the banana super hard?
Fuck you.
What did you squeeze it? It's coming out of her mouth.
Because she has the sign.
So
that's right.
It's great.
Oh
right,
man,
Joe,
such a good, so good.
Your pick, Joey.
I'm sorry. So I can do this now because you didn't completely take this away from me. But we're talking about the insane intro to Jason. Fucking A. The Friday 13th remake.
Yep.
So
just call it 2009. Friday 13th. 2009.
Thank you. That's what I got written as too. Friday 13th. Friday 2009 is Richie, like his girlfriend gets fried in a sleeping bag. He got caught in the bear trap, and then Winnie's trying to help him out. And already the scene sets you up. Like he's in the bag head. He's got the bag head. He's in the floor pulling the other guy down, which is another one of my favorite scenes. I almost put that's one of my favorite kills, but like that's one of my favorite scenes. I'm one of my favorite kills because that scene alone is him like just ripping the floor down is terrifying.
Yeah.
But for the purpose of this show, this episode, and Jason killing people, that whole thing when he's running, like Ben said, not just running at Winnie, but he's running, and then Richie's trying to warn her, and he just like, and the machete just flunk right into his skull.
Yeah,
it's just
great.
I had to pick that because you're already amped up. You're already amped up from the intensity of this whole entire intro, and that just like. That dude got bear trapped. His girlfriend's cooking in the sleeping bag, and then he gets him a shit. It was just brutal. It was brutal.
It was rough.
It was rough.
Man, so what a fucking way to start off a movie.
Way to start.
Holy shit.
Yep.
And I don't think enough people give that one the credit that it deserves because they tried doing a classic slasher with modern times, but it worked. I thought it did a good job because it blended what the first 2.5 movies or so, like almost
The first
3.
four.
The first 4.
Oh yeah,
The first four,
I didn't
part
think
4 is the brother looking
Yeah.
for his sister. That's from part 4.
And then
How he found his hockey mask. That's part 3.
they
part
talk
2
about
is
his
the
mother
baghead.
with the bag.
As well as mother. That's part 1. The intro is a little rushed. We see his mother, stuff like that. That could have been a little more, but they are cramming. You know, they're cramming a lot. Is that a little bit of a flaw? Sure. And then the ending itself is great, but I still wanted more of the ending. Sure, a little bit of a
I
flaw.
just forgot about.
But,
Oh man, that's another good one from that movie. I don't know if anybody else has picked it. So, does anybody else have any other picks from that movie? Look at your list.
I don't. I'll be honest. I do not.
Ben has one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no! I have bonus ones,
mind.
but you know, pick whatever you think it is. Go for it. Go for it.
No, I was gonna give a quick honorable mention.
Oh,
I don't want to.
No, go for it. No. Yeah. You're fine. I thought of like 8.
The whole boat sequence. Where he fires the arrow and like fucking the whole boat sequence is wild. He fucking fires an arrow from like 200 feet away, which
I was watching the kills on trailer. You know,
the whole thing was wild. Yeah.
You know when you get the trailers that show all the kills, and then when you see him laugh in the boat, and then it's just like I started laughing because that's how like well done it's done. And then
it's so good that whole
poor
sequence.
girl gets hit by the boat. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, that's what. But that's
she's
what
like all screaming and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, because the boat comes and fucking hits her. Like, that's such a good.
And she's like, ha ha ha, you know. Ha, ha.
Yeah, that's such. Oh, you're fucking with me.
You're fucking with me.
You're fucking with me. Yeah, but then like she's not. He's not. He did.
Yeah,
he did.
I feel like a big reason why the remake doesn't get talked about enough, and I don't know if you guys will agree with me. I think a big reason why people kind of shit on this is because a year and a half later we got the Nightmare on Elm Street remake, and that remake is dog shit. It's bad. It's
like, dog shit. And guess what? I actually watched it about 6 times. I still enjoy it.
I saw it like 5 times in theaters because like I don't hide it. Like Freddy Krueger is my homie. Like he's the reason why.
Fine. I liked him as Freddy Krueger. I thought he was pretty decent.
Oh, Jack Earl Haley?
Yeah, I liked him as Freddy Krueger. He did fine.
For what
he could have been. There was too much CGI. There was
that's what I didn't like.
Or maybe it was CGI. It wasn't done right too. That's another.
Somebody says in the chat their bucket list item is to meet Jason Brooks. Jason Brooks.
Who's that?
I can't remember all the names.
Is Jason Brooks? He's in. Is he in Friday? Oh, he has to be in the Friday the 13th remake, right? Hold on.
So they're talking about probably.
Yeah. Oh no, he's in Friday the 13th Vengeance. That's one of those really good like fan.
Oh, there's a lot of good fan film.
There's a lot of really good
made. Yeah, the Never Hike Alone ones, which they brought back Tommy in the snow one. The Never Hike Alone in the Snow, they brought back Tommy for that one. I watched a little bit of that. That was sick. The Voorhees one, it's been getting good. Yeah,
I keep hearing great things.
Ratings, which you can watch on YouTube, I think. So
You're doing it, man.
I was gonna try and get the signed copies. So I have it for this episode, but there was no way I wasn't able to do it.
As long as I can meet, for me, it's you can as long as I can meet Kane Hodder, like, cause that's the obvious one, right?
He's a cool dude, man. I got to meet him in 2007.
Was
Hatchet out by then? No, right?
Oh yeah, yep.
Was it
the first one? The first one's out in 2007. Yep.
4. I thought it was out 4 for some reason. I thought that was older than that.
Nothing beats the fucking Sandblaster shit, dude. I love it.
That shit's
dude.
Nasty.
I love that fucking movie.
And I'm pretty sure if he does it,
motherfucker, reel it in.
I can't.
Reel it in.
I can't help it.
Oh yeah, we get too far out.
All right, so what was it?
We
Joe?
need number 9, which is
that was 10. Now we're in the official top 10, boys. We're in the top 10.
Wait. So it went 13, Joe.
Yep. Then you, then me, then
11
Joe,
me,
then you.
12 you. So now it's 11.
No.
Oh no, Joe gave his. Your 11 was the. I guess
the ice.
right,
yeah, and then his was.
We've already done.
We're at 9. You're number 9.
We did the 2 from the remake, and then we gave an honorable mention. Okay, that's why I'm off. All right, so.
I'm pretty sure we're gonna do a lot of side honorable mentions like that, and we should. So.
I mean, fuck it. How do you not put in little Tommy Jarvis in the end, killing Jason with the machete slice?
You fucker!
Yes.
God,
I forgot.
damn it.
I'm glad you did that. I'm glad I did that because I meant to do that as a side one, not a main one. But it is.
How do you not?
That shit's iconic.
Eddie.
Dude, he fucking just starts hacking away at Jason too. Oh my god.
Jason
died.
And then, yep. Come on.
Because
How do you not?
because guess what, people? Jason actually died.
A definitive.
He actually died.
Yeah, that was definitive
So
too.
what is that pick 10? That was pick 10, right?
No, that's pick 9.
No, yes,
No,
pick
that's
9.
9.
That's 9.
All right, number 9.
Yeah, that was supposed to be, obviously, that was a definitive death, even for over a movie, because part 5 was, spoiler guys, it's it's not
it's a
Jason.
copycat.
Yeah, it's not Jason Voorhees.
It's not actually Jason. Yeah.
So it's like, and not only just that, like that was like a big thing. Like, holy shit, Jason just died. But the way he died, so he died by the spear, right? Like he died by it. So he slid down the machete, do the fucking facial animations that Tom Savini, praise be.
Well, it's essentially little Tom Savini. It's a story about him, like the little kid makes masks and is literally what it is. They designed Tommy Jarvis as a little fucking Tom Savini. So like that's why he came back, and he only came back because he was like, well, yeah, I'll come back, because originally he wasn't the original. He wasn't supposed to be the original makeup artist. Somebody else did, and then they fell off because they didn't like something that was going on in politics. So they called up Savini, and they were like, look, will you come back for when? He goes, yeah, as long as I get to kill Jason, because I'm done. Like, I don't want this to keep on going on.
Unfortunately, the final chapter had a lot of issues. I remember watching some documentaries that had a lot of problems. But it's
apparently
it's a
Corey fucking Feldman was a real little asshole in that movie, and that guy, the guy who played Jason,
Michael
was
Jackson.
amazing. I thought he did great. I thought he did fucking fantastic.
He was great. He's one of my favorite Jasons.
Yep, he is one of the best ones.
He was only in that one, right? Or was he?
No, 3 and 4, I think.
Was it?
He was 3 too.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure they brought him in for 3. Look it up real quick. Somebody look it up.
Yeah, go ahead, Ben. You're quick. You got it.
He's an older guy. Because the first one was
he passed away actually. I think recently.
Yeah,
he passed away. I could be wrong.
The first one was technically 2 different guys. There was one guy that they originally hired for, but he couldn't do stunts. No, the second one.
No, that was the second one.
It was 2 guys. Yeah, the second one was 2 different guys. They couldn't. The guy, turns out the guy couldn't do his own stunts, so they brought in like an older stunt guy to do the stunts. And then 3 and 4 were the same older dude that they brought in, who was like a legit older actor.
Holy shit, he's it's Ted White. He's 95 now. He was born in 26, so he was already.
No, yeah, he was old then.
Yeah, he was already 60.
He's still alive?
Yeah, he's 95 right now.
Yeah, he was old then. If you watch that documentary, he's in it a bunch.
He was he was actually he was technically a one and done. He was Friday the 13th, the final chapter, and then he's technically in the New Blood because
so he's in 4 and 5. Okay,
well, yeah, because they took old footage and then they obviously used it. So
I thought it was 3 and 4, but I must be wrong. Yeah, that makes sense. But he's in 4. Right. That I know. But anyways, so yeah, I wanted to give that one because that was a dope kill scene, and with the fucking like the sliding down the fucking machete. How do you not? We're talking kills here. We're not talking Jason killing people. We're talking kills.
Yeah,
that's an iconic.
You're right.
I think that's the only time we're gonna give Jason getting killed a nod, but that is the one to give because that was supposed to be it. So
because what else are you supposed to pick? Part 7 when the fucking ghost dad drags him down.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean,
that was a good. I like that scene, but it was still cheesy. It was cheesy. It wasn't great.
Well, that was one of those times where like they tried to add in a fucking plot that didn't need, like a subplot that didn't need to happen.
Yeah, I like the telekinesis battle scene with her and Jason. I like that a lot. I think Ian Hodder's strongest Jason was part 7.
Well, it's because he was so physical in that movie. So much shit happened to him.
So much so physical, and then just the walk he had, like like that intimidation to it. Like
he had purpose no matter what.
There's a lot of purpose in that one. I really enjoyed it, but yeah, it's definitely flawed. I get it. Like the psychologist is a little loony, and then
I don't know about anybody else, but I'm glad I wrote down a couple extras because I didn't expect.
Oh, I did too, and I know a couple of those will pop in my head too. I'm not worried about it.
So I'll go into. So that was 9, right? So there's 9.
That's you're number 8.
What's number 8?
That was high on the list. All right, so mine. The reason why I was like, God damn it, for one, well, that obviously was gonna be one of mine. But 2, this pick for me, it has to be Friday the 13th Part 1, when fucking Pamela gets her fucking head cut off at the end. Like,
wow, we went from an honorable mention of the son dying into.
I was like guaranteed.
Good old Pammy Voorhees. Okay.
I was like, I have to pick Pam. Pam's got to die.
Well, and that essentially set up the rest of the franchise, because then the next one it's him like, you know, giving the homage to his mom and going out and killing everybody that killed her, and then
right.
When I rewatched that last year, her acting in that movie was phenomenal,
amazing,
and that
dude,
scene,
she's really slapping Alice. She's slapping the fuck out of Alice. That final
that
fight was really them. They had no money.
That was crazy.
They had no money to make that movie. That's wild.
Was like,
it's wild.
There was some shots taken. I'm like, oh, she hit her there. Oh my god.
I'm in. So far, we're good because we're actually okay. We got a couple surprises coming that I wasn't expecting it. So we're leaving it. That's a good one.
Oh shit!
Old Pammy Voorhees gets the axe.
Pammy Pam. I had to because like you just said, that's the one that basically started everything. So
it is.
Pam was the OG killer, and then
I got my next one.
She gets the big ugly axe, or you know, you have to say machete, and it's such a brutal kill too, because they show it, they get gruesome with it. Yeah, you're fine. They do not shy away from like, here it comes, because you had kills that might be on this list too, specifically one. Ooh, look at you.
Oh, rebeard it, nice.
Look how excited he is.
Got a refill? Good man.
Reload. Yep.
Hell yeah, man.
Good wife.
Yep. Cheers from the wifey.
Oh, happy anniversary! Like a week ago.
Oh,
but
thank
happy
you.
anniversary.
Thank you very much.
we didn't get to say that on the last show.
9 years of marriage is awesome, and then 15 years together. Totally, the 16th of this month.
God damn.
So I know, like time flies, right? It's crazy.
Cheers, man. Cheers.
Cheers, bro.
And to that, Joseph, the floor is yours.
Heck.
So
since
number
7, we're at number 7, right?
You know, we're at number 7, which is my third. My top, you know, it was going 3, 2, 1. So my third was going to be the Jason X one that Ben took, and I'm glad he did, because I want to talk about this kill. This should be my top 3.
The one I took? No, Ben took.
Wait,
because I had it written down too. No, you're right, because I had it written down too. My brain. It was Ben.
Right.
My brain is already. That's how like tied to that one I was. I was like, oh, neither one of these guys are gonna pick that one.
So,
motherfucker.
I was raised on these movies. I remember watching them every Friday 13th on USA, and some I was allowed to watch on radar, and then some I wasn't, because depending on how much sex it had or how much the violence. But here's the thing: and we talk about young adult books and young adult movies. Watching Jason was akin of watching a young adult horror movie when you watched it censored on TV. It was still pretty scary. It's still pretty vicious, you know. So watching that from 8 and up. So then, a very close friend of ours, we know. I don't want to throw his name out there, but I know him since high school. And I remember we were doing shots. I was telling a story earlier to my wife and her brother. We're doing shots to kill scenes, right? And I just realized, holy crap, I never really seen these rated R. So one of the kill scenes was so I got 2 of those I'm gonna talk about. Well, one is in part 1, when the hitchhiker chick, I don't remember her name, I'm sorry, she's jumps out of the Jeep, she's being chased by the killer, and then she's up against the tree, and then killers unseats the knife and then right across the throat.
I think that's the first kill in that movie, isn't it?
Not first kill present day.
Well, because that's when you see the crazy shit, the fucking neck start lifting up, and you see the blood pour out.
And I'd never seen that at all until I was at least 2021, and I was like, holy shit. I didn't realize it, because and then the realism of that, and then I watch it again, it's still freaky, but then when you get older and you start even seeing, you can tell a little bit of the makeup, but it's still just how it slowly opens. It's so well done.
It hits.
So it hits. And then when it hits you when you're in your 20s, after not realizing you never watched it, you never seen that version of all the years you watched those movies.
It's like a honey dip. You're like, oh, that's not in there. Wait, what is this?
Yeah. So I'm glad Ben took the Cairo face kill, or how you want to call it, the frozen face kill from Jason X. That way I could talk about it. Was going to be an honorable mention anyways, but now it's in my top 3. So, and it should be, because that is what I was raised on, and then seeing it later on, years later, like that, drinking Jack Daniels, which I can't handle anymore today, but
interesting. So now,
Gentleman Jack, by the way, actually, it was a smoother drink for a smooth kill.
So interesting. So now I'm at a place where I only got technically two picks. We're gonna do some honorable mentions when we're done, but because we can't just we're given a 13 list just to make it. funny, and like we'll post this somewhere. So when we're done, let's in our message group, whatever, like put our 13 kills the way we actually did the actual 13 kills. And then I'll make like a graph or something and put those things. Well, I'll figure out a way to put that together. But we're definitely gonna have honorable mentions when we're done. We'll have like a little fun section over that, and then see if anybody's watching that wants to chime in. We'll talk about that too. So I'll tell you, we're so far we haven't gone too crazy with too many different movies, and I'm tempted to kind of switch to two different, try to change it up, but I can't talk about a top kill without talking about my favorite kill from the first one. So to piggyback off of Joe, we got to talk about Kevin Bacon getting an arrow through the fucking throat here. Like you can't. Is
this honorable or is this
kill.
your?
No. This is the fucking pit. Like this is
your pick.
Gonna. What am I at right now? 7. That's 7, right?
This is your number 6. Yeah.
Number 6.
Yep.
Is that 6? Yeah. Yep. So 6. It has to be Kevin Bacon getting stabbed in the neck.
Kevin Bacon.
It has to be. Like
it's that has to kill.
It has to be in the top 13. Like because it's one of the most graphic fucking things from back then you'll ever see, and the way they did it, it still looks great today. They did like the fucking arrow from the underneath them, and you see it poke through, and you see him act, and that was like that's a young ass Kevin Bacon, but I think it was way before Footloose, and wild dude, like wild shit, man. So
a lot of big actors started in horror movies. Nobody realizes that.
Well, that's because it paid the bills, man. You know, like,
did it?
I heard, yeah, I mean, I heard a thing earlier today. I watched a lot of stuff about these movies just so I could get caught up. But what's the lady that played Mrs. Voorhees? What's her name?
My mind just drew a blank. I just said Pamela
Voorhees. What's her real name?
Oh,
she took this. Long story short, she was a well-known actress, but like a nice person actress, and she took this movie because she was low on money, and she
not
needed.
Betsy Palmer, is it? It is Betsy. Yeah, Betsy Palmer.
It's Betsy Palmer. I was going to say Betsy, but I
kept wanting to say Betsy. I'm like, I don't want to be wrong.
That's what happens when you start drinking. That's what happens when you start drinking strong-ass pumpkin beer real early. Yeah. So Betsy Palmer took this role because it paid her $10,000. Now that's fucking nothing to get to star in a movie, but she took this movie. She took it to be because she got a bill for her car. Her car broke down, and she didn't have any money to pay for it. And she wanted to buy a new car.
Horror is very good for paying off car bills.
Yep. So there you go. So
she got paid for this movie.
So I think we've done, dude. Out of the top 13 so far, there have been 3 separate kills from the first movie
and 2 from the remake.
Yeah, that's funny.
I can't say I thought that was going to happen. I'll be honest, but you can't talk about you can't do a top 13 without any of these are well fitted. So
no.
It's true.
Kevin Bacon getting it in the neck is going to be our number 7, right? That's number 7.
Number 6.
6. I keep on saying 7. Yeah, 6 thing.
Yeah, I'm writing it down as we go along.
Is it number?
Yeah.
6.
I was like, all right, is this bit gonna go anywhere? I was so confused.
You know what?
What's happening?
The suspense. Oh no, I can't talk.
Oh god.
Whatever.
Joe's excited.
I forget that the mic can't pick. I forget that I don't have a real. I forget that I don't have a real mic in front of me that can pick up everything I'm doing, and you can't just see what. Like I forget that this can't pick up every little nuance that I do with my mouth.
Mixing the Kiki Mama with 666 is pretty. It's pretty clever. It's pretty clever.
I was trying, but if I had a real mic in front of me, it would have worked better because you would have been able to hear me doing it. I forget. I got to do that. I'm gonna have to switch up my setup. I'm gonna have to put. I gotta put my snowball mic in here. I mean, you'd actually be able to I'd be able to fire at it, but we'll have a lot more fun then. They'll be able to do some wild shit.
I didn't expect so much love for the first movie today. Did not expect that. That's weird.
Movie's not that good.
It did not age well.
It's not that good. It's not that great.
See, I disagree. But I think it aged well, but I can see why. You can see it's not. It didn't. After I ordered I got the special box set and rewatching it again. I'm like, this is a really good fucking movie. And here's the thing about parts 1 through 4, the friends in those groups are really good friends. Yeah, they got some douchebag characters in there, but you didn't really get to the shitty slasher type of people to some in part 4, but then later on in the other Jason movies, you start seeing those more. Maybe more, not even part 5. I don't know. You start seeing it more. You start seeing a little more and more as you get to you start getting to more of the tropes
there
of
some
the shitty characters.
I mean, I feel like there were douchey people in 2 on. There were definitely douchey people in 2, and not as much though. They got more cartoony as the series went on.
Yeah. But there's a lot of good there's a lot of like things like friends would do like for each other that I don't see in slashes as much as a group, and I'm like, well, okay, I don't remember that. That's pretty funny.
Well,
So a lot of the
this
tropes
movie, they really were friends.
people talk shit about. Yeah,
they became really good friends outside of like the cameras rolling because they had to because they were all paid nothing, so they were all just buddies or whatever.
So a lot of the tropes.
I heard somebody mention Friday the 13th Part 2 in here. So I'm just gonna.
Oh, I have an honorable mention for Part 2.
I'm gonna just go
it almost was that one, but
I'm gonna go right into the next pick for me.
Yeah, you're number 5.
Number 5?
Yeah. Yep. This is speaking of Friday the 13th Part 2. You gotta go with the homie Mark Jarvis when he gets the fucking machete in the face in the wheelchair and he starts going down.
Thank you, Ben.
Bastard. That was my number 2.
The roll down.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Number 2. You son of a bitch.
He takes the fucking machete in the face. It's so perfect. Mark Jarvis is such a fucking weirdo, and then bam, dude.
Man, he was a good guy. He was kind of a chauvinist.
Yeah, that's why I said weirdo. You know. I didn't call him like a scumbag or anything. He was definitely a weird guy. That was the point. But holy shit, dude, did that machete hit so fucking hard in that head, in that like sculpture of a head?
Every time that was a real person rolling backwards on it. They just set up a trap. So that was a real person like bouncing around in that thing.
And he was like falling forever too. That scene just doesn't end.
That scene went on for fucking ever.
If they didn't stop at the half set of those stairs, that would have been an NC-17 right there, because like 8 more stairs than that, it would have been considered like pretty offensive.
This is terrible.
Like
you smash a motherfucker in the face that's in a wheelchair, dude. Come on, man.
Hey, speaking of those shots, remember we were taking shots? That was the last shot we took to kill off the bottle was that kill scene.
Really? See, there we go.
That was my number 2, by the way, you bastard. But
damn.
I'm glad.
So now you're gonna have to come up with another one. See, motherfucker. I knew it was gonna happen. That was in my top. Out of my picks, that was in my top.
It's definitely it's not my favorite, but it's
effective. It works.
Yeah.
Quite honestly,
it's the best kill in that movie. It's by far the best kill in that movie.
It hits
because it's out of nowhere. It hits.
Dude, it's so hard too in way more ways than one.
It's really hard,
dude. Whoever did that, Jason.
I honestly didn't think you would pick the wheelchair scene,
dude. Because it's so good.
That's a good one. I had it written down too. No joke. I almost didn't take the Kevin Bacon one because we've already had 2 from number 1, and I was like, this can't be a number 1 fest because the movie's not the best. Like, it's out of all of them, it's not the best one. But yet, here we go. We have 3 out of the fucking number 1. Now we have 1 out of 2, and I honestly don't know of any other ones from 2 that deserve to be on there. Out of a top 13, anyways. There are so many other good kills, and like, what I can't wait to figure out is now we're at a point where what do we have? 4 left? 4 picks left?
Yeah, I'm on number 4. I'm number 4.
Yeah, so Joe has 2 more. Left. You and I have 1 more.
Yeah, we have 4 picks left, and we've only done what movies have we done so far? We've done number 1, we've done number 2, we've all done number 2. We've done number 2,
the remake.
4.
We've done Jason
X. We've done the remake and Jason
Final
X.
Friday.
And what else? Jason Goes to Hell. So we've done 5 out of the.
You just remind me. You just remind me.
We've only done 5 out of the 12 movies.
You don't worry. The honorable kills. I got a couple from each one.
That's why I like
the
honorable mentions at that point.
1, 2.
Oh shit! What's the kid's
4.
name?
I picked the Tommy Jarvis killing Jason from 4. Then we have the remake, and we have Jason, 5 movies. Yeah, so far we've only done 5 out of the 12 movies, so it'll be interesting. And I know what my number 1 is. Like I know it. It's my number 1's coming up next. So.
Oh, my number 1. I know it for a fact. Like, it won't change.
Yeah, so it's gonna be. We're gonna start getting to like where the different movies come in now because it's gonna be very interesting. Very, very.
Maybe we should pick a kill scene we love from each film just for the hell of it. Leo, just the if you remember any other ones, just to quickly.
I mean, yeah, I would just do this. That's where the honorable mentions come in. Like, hey, do you have anything else from any of the other movies? Because I only have a couple. Because I don't know. I really don't know 7 that well. I really have only seen that once or twice, so I don't know that movie all that great. 6 I know
7
well enough.
7 didn't have any great kills. I enjoyed it as a movie as a whole, but it wasn't. The MPAA really hit hard on 7 the most. Because 8 Son of a bitch.
7 has like one pair of titties and like no gory kills at all for 7.
I already got two of
Joe
my.
just
I just remember two of my other mentional, honorable mentional kills. When I
Joe
mentioned.
just had
So
an epiphany.
yeah, so yeah, and 8 has some cool shit, but like 7 really got hit hard with the ratings and stuff because there's a lot of kills in there that would have been really better.
It's gonna be interesting
Gorier.
to see what happens because we still have Ben's favorite movie. We still have a couple other movies that we haven't touched yet. So we'll see what happens.
Okay.
So Ben's, I think, up. No,
I'm up.
no, Joe's up next. All right, Joe.
Yep. So
I'm a little nervous.
Since he took part 2 from
I'm
me,
so fucking nervous.
Yep, I'm so nervous.
So I'm gonna go with part 3.
Okay, we're good.
Okay.
Okay. There's a lot of good kills in that one, but I stayed away from it because I don't know.
Part 3 had some really good kills.
Which
really
part
good
3
kills.
killed though? That's the thing, because you might take one.
When we see Jason in his mask for the first time in the hockey mask, and he shoots a harpoon into the chick's eye.
Okay. Yeah. No. And it pops right through.
Great. And for the 3D effect, it's great.
The 3D effect's so good.
Kill. That's a
and
great
it worked
kill.
very well with Shelly because of Shelly's pranks. It was
Great kill.
Probably one of the best ways for a killer to get his mask. It was creepy as heck. That whole scene was creepy as heck. I'm saying heck. I said every other word in the book. I'm saying heck right now.
You're censoring yourself so hard right now, man.
Oh.
Hey Joe, I'm just saying. Maybe slice it up a little bit. Maybe maybe not be so weird.
Yeah, give him a ninja slice.
Maybe not be so weird. No, ninja slice. Hey.
Ninja kick the damn rabbit.
So that's a really, and that's not even an extremely gory scene. It's just a good kill.
This is a really good kill. That dude, part 3,
iconic.
Part 3 had a good the hot poker scene when we got the hippie chicks, the hippie guy's girlfriend.
Well, don't go.
Yeah, I was
don't
like,
go
wait, don't.
Sorry.
No honorable mentions yet. You're the only one who's dropped number 3.
Calm yourself, motherfucker.
My bad.
Other people might have a pick from that movie.
This
Joe.
pumpkin beer's a little too spicy. I'm sorry. I'm getting a little spicy.
No. Oh, I like it. Don't you worry. We're getting the fun's about to start because I'm on number 4 now. I think these are strong.
Holy fuck, dude! Well, I mean, I did have a few beers before these beers. So.
I had one before this. Yeah, I had one.
What?
I knew we were gonna go through the list part really fast. We're killing the.
Yeah, we're just having fun, guys.
I am glad we're not debating and doing any themes right now. This is good.
I'm just gonna as a little segue into like the final 3 picks. I think is where we're at now, right? That was 4 final 3 picks. Guys, I've been dying for one of these kind of shows because we haven't done something like this yet, where it's just like a fucking.
We should do a little more. A little more.
We got to do more of it. It's so much. Like I love the dissection movies, but dude, this is way more fun. It really is. And it doesn't always have to be a beer drinking party, but I mean, it might as well be. But it might as well be. But it's just, dude, it's so fucking fun because we're not like, we can have the fun debates when we're done with this, but like a top fucking little top kill scene here or there, like, man, this is a blast. And hopefully whoever's watching is having a fun time with us too. And hopefully they're engaging. I know Ben's looked at the screen a couple times. We're having a good time. We're here to help out. We're here to have fun. Take some light off the world a little bit, right? We're just that's all. If one person is sitting with us, cool.
Escapism, a little slasher escapism.
Exactly. That's the whole point of horror movies, man. And like to talk about them like this, it's so much fun. And it's on Friday the 13th, and this is where
we all can.
We've been talking about this for months.
Dude, we all get to geek out so hard about Friday the 13th, especially, because that's like the series, dude. Like for horror movies, for slashers in general, because there's something for everybody in this. Especially, it's like, dude, you could pick like a goofier side, like Part 6, which I personally really like. I like Jason 6 or Jason Lives a lot. So I don't know. It's got something for everybody, and I really like that. So great series. Ed, what's your pick? Please.
Man, if y'all motherfuckers don't know me, you have no idea what's coming. My number 1 favorite kill.
I'm so fucking nervous.
My number 1 favorite kill in this entire series.
I know what it is too.
Comes from my number 1 favorite movie in the entire series, which is a polarizing pick because it's, man, some people love it.
Some
people hate it.
I know which one.
Some people hate it. Ready?
Yeah.
I'm getting like giddy talking about it. Nobody's talking about this movie. A lot of people talk about it now. Dude, number 5.
There it is.
The best.
This is why I never picked number 5. I knew it.
Number 5 is the best hands down the best in
I
this
love
entire
that fucking
series.
movie.
Because it's fucking ridiculous. That movie is insane. It's fucking insane.
Good old
It
Roy.
makes no sense. I love every part of it. I love the entire plot. I love every single scene. I love all the titties. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna say it.
Don't
When I
make
was a
titties
young
in the
boy,
movie.
when I was a youngin' and I had this on tape, lots of fucking parts got paused and rewound because man, there is some sweet
Prank
titty
time.
action in this movie. Definitely tug time.
Tug
Lots
time.
of tug time in this movie.
Yeah, lots of
Lots
tug
of
time.
tug time in this movie. My favorite kill of this movie, I dub it ever so sweetly the shithouse serenade. Those
Ooh,
damn
baby,
enchiladas.
baby,
Ooh,
ooh,
baby.
baby.
Ooh, baby.
Good old Spider.
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 No, demon.
Is it Spider?
Demon.
Nah, he's always Spider to me, dog.
But it's demon and spider.
Hey,
Yeah, it's
yeah.
demon and spider. Demon and spider and Ronnie the Reckless. And he's hanging out with his brother. And then the Pam, another Pam comes to pick up Ronnie the Reckless, and that Pam's not
Passion number
exactly
one.
not
That's
ugly.
awesome.
I fucking love it, dude. When he's playing, like he's shoving a fucking spear through the girl
It's
comes
intense.
and shakes the fucking shit out.
Yeah, it's a very
super
intense scene.
It starts off as super ridiculous. It's just two fucking old punk rockers who Miguel something Jr. God damn it, something Miguel Jr. What's his name? Somebody fucking find that for me. Really, I meant to.
He's in
God
Return
damn
of the Living Dead, by
Yeah,
the way.
Spider.
I know.
Return of the Living Dead.
Oh.
I got you.
Excuse me. My favorite fucking horror movie of all time.
Yep.
Trust me, I'm aware. And he's
Miguel
also
A. Nunez Jr.
Jr. Thank you. I knew it was Miguel.
And
Miguel
I watched
A.
a
Nunez
documentary.
Jr.
He loved he actually enjoyed doing that scene. So.
Love
He
you,
loved
Spider.
it. And the whole thing is amazing. He's getting fucking stoned. He's sitting on. Hello, Pam.
Hello,
like that whole thing. It's so cool. It's cool. The interaction with him and his little brother Ronnie the Reckless, who Ronnie's great in the movie. That kid is
Ronnie's
awesome.
Love that kid.
He's a great,
He was a great kid actor. Actually,
great. He was very good. A lot of fun. But dude,
we all cheered when we hit Jason or Roy with the bulldozer.
Dude, just so we're clear, we can do a million honorable mentions from this movie. We can do Violet dancing to Pseudo Echo.
I fucking love Violet.
And getting killed. That's amazing, and I'm
80s
not sad
techno.
about her at all. If you've never looked at my wife,
she's like
and look at Violet.
that 80s goth
Not
girl,
far
dude.
off. Kind of looks similar.
Ed's whole entire. That's
Joe,
your goth life.
Did you just figure it out? Did you just figure it out?
Yep.
It's like a puzzle,
That
right?
sums
like a puzzle box.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
Look at Violet. Look at my wife.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think I fell in love with?
You gotta have
I fell in
Kristen.
love with Violet.
I just my friends
like
the Cure.
She used to crimp it. She did crimps. She used to do that kind of hair. All that. She just never. She can't robot dance so well, but that's okay. We'll figure that out. But I still awesome.
But can she dance like Crispin Glover?
No, nobody can dance like that. That's the best. But so we can do Robin's kill scene. Love them little itty bitty titties. Robin's a cute girl, and that was a sad scene because she makes fun of the stuttering dude and then goes and gets killed.
Oh,
we can talk about the stuttering dude getting killed.
You know
we
what
can
I
talk
love
about. We can talk
can
about
I go with you
fucking
the stuttering dude.
We can talk about Vic killing
dude.
fucking Joey. We can talk about the fucking the two dickheads with the leather daddies and with fixing the car.
The flare.
The old Hicks.
Dude. The fucking this is calling for snow fluies up my nose. Like the fucking stupid cokehead scene. Oh, dude, the whole movie is amazing. But my pick, my number one pick is I think that gives us number 3, right?
Yeah.
The number 3 pick on our list,
baby,
is the Shithouse Serenade.
The Shithouse Serenade. When we put this list, it's gonna be Shithouse Serenade.
/ These damn enchiladas. Shithouse Serenade.
These damn enchiladas.
Put that.
You're welcome, Joe. My favorite scene of all time. My favorite scene in this entire series.
It's a great scene.
And
It's funny. It's funny, but it's very intense though too. At the same time,
it's very intense. When he's poking through the tin shit house. He's like, damn it, woman!
Again, I rewatched that.
It's so good.
And when I rewatched it, I'm like, holy shit, this poor bastard, because I don't want to be in a shitter and have enough fucking spike. Look, remember we talked about vulnerability?
Dude.
We talked about vulnerability in the other
That's as vulnerable as it gets.
Fuck that! No!
Wait. Bro, you ever tried? Hold on. You ever try on a hot, muggy, sweaty day? You ever try to pull your underpants down to take a Duke? Let alone leather pants?
I avoided that.
Leather pants?
No,
motherfuckers
that's why I don't wear leather pants.
Leather
My big ass can't fit in the leather pants.
Fuck no. Motherfucker's trying to peel leather pants out his legs.
He looks good in leather pants. He looks good in it.
Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. You're sitting with your fucking leather joints, fucking around your ankles, while you're taking a Duke and your girl's outside shaking the shit house. Fuck out of here. That's embarrassing as fuck.
Well, his
Them damn
girl shaking the
enchiladas.
shit house, and he's got like this. Damn it, death by enchilada.
Just hearing
Dude,
Joe say, "Here, having a girl shake a shit house." I can't believe what I just got you to say. I love this show. This show's. I just did it.
I have no problem saying that. Why would I not say that?
No, it's great. It's just my verbiage, is funny when it rolls.
Oh
off
yeah,
the
you
tongue.
are like your
Yeah.
verbal diarrhea is like affecting me a little bit, but that's okay.
Well,
Because I
that
just-
verbal diarrhea is great because we're talking about shithouse serenade. I'm
That's
just
why I said
saying.
it.
True.
If there's ever,
That's a
Oh
good
if there's
my
ever a
God.
time for verbal diarrhea, it's a shithouse serenade.
Yeah.
Oh my fucking word.
Damn.
All
We're
right,
out here.
God, I'm crying, dude. I'm fucking crying. Like I'm laughing so hard, I'm
Ooh,
crying.
baby.
I'm fucking dying right now. So, anyways, my favorite one is number 5. You're welcome. To anybody that doesn't
I knew
realize
you were
it, that's
picking
the
number
best one
5, but I
too.
would not. I did not think it would be the shit
That's
house.
a good question. What?
Yeah.
Well, no, we don't need to think which one you guys would have thought. But here's how I'll do this. No, I don't want to do that yet because I don't know what you guys are picking.
I
was
don't
gonna
know
say, what
actually what would be a top
I-
one.
What
Holy shit.
would your favorite pick from that movie be? But I don't want to do that yet because I don't know what your movies are. So I don't know what I would pick from your movie.
We'll revisit that later. We'll revisit.
Because that's my favorite movie. So keep that in mind. Number 5. I'll see what your favorite kill scenes are from that movie. It could have been something we even just mentioned. And then if you guys pick something that we haven't picked yet, I'll say what mine is from that movie.
Actually, I do have a favorite from that one actually because it's one of my honorable mentions. So yeah.
Yeah, the part 5 has same thing. That definitely has one of my favorite kills too.
It's got a lot of
Yeah,
them.
I can definitely.
The hillbillies on the
Dude,
bike. He hit me. Hear me.
Oh, well, screw it. I'll say it right now. That is actually one of my favorite ones right there.
I love it.
Because what I love about that is like Tommy is
'Cause it's
the
not
type
mine.
of character
Yeah.
we relate to. He's been picked on. He's traumatized. We talk a lot about that stuff. But then not only that, he learned how to fight. And man, that dude can fight.
Dude, he kung fu
Holy
fights. He
shit,
literally learned
kung
karate.
fu. Like that. His fight sequences scenes are insane. So when
Yeah.
he did that, he wrecked that biker dude. And he got pissed and he's like running around like, "Mom, he hit me!" And then all of a sudden the blade comes out of nowhere and there goes his head.
Yep.
That's what
It was
my
great.
favorite
It was
scene
so
is.
good.
Clean
I love
off
that.
too.
Even when I was a kid and you know what's gonna happen when you're a kid, it still shocks you.
But it's
And then,
amazing.
and then
It was
you know
so
how
good.
even at his mom. His mom's a double kill scene. Like when her head's she gets stabbed in the head and her head plops in her stew. It's hilarious. It's amazing. It's so
You
satire.
dildo?
She calls him a dildo.
That's so good.
She was such an asshole.
You hearing me? You hear me, boy? I love
Great.
it. I
That's
don't
one of my
give a fuck. I
favorites.
love it.
Yeah. So I'll
So good.
throw that out now.
All right. Honorable mention. That's a great honorable mention. By the way.
Mhm.
That's one of my favorite scenes in that movie. So, all right. Young Benjamin and the Frankensteins.
That's number
You're
two.
number 2.
I
You're
am.
number 2 in the top 13 for the Bonded by Horror show. So, lots. Dude.
This one, I feel like it's actually, I don't know. You guys might disagree with me. I think this is one of the prettier kills out there.
Pretty.
It's definitely pretty. And thankfully I have my good friend Jason from Freddy vs. Jason right here to help me.
Here we go.
Cameo.
Yes.
To help me walk this
Let's
in.
do a Freddy versus Jason kill.
Of course I'm gonna do Freddy vs. Jason. It's so there's a lot for me with Freddy vs. Jason. I'm not gonna call it my favorite Friday the 13th movie because it's not a Friday the 13th movie. It just happens.
It's more of a Friday the 13th Jason movie than a Nightmare. No,
Oh,
it is.
true. I totally
think so.
agree. But for me, I have a favorite Friday the 13th, like actual titled movie, and I won't call it this. So for this, Friday the 13th Freddy vs. Jason was the first time I saw Jason Voorhees and Freddy Krueger in the theaters. It was on my birthday. They took me, it was him and his friends. Dude, I will genuinely never forget it. That is why, like,
That was awesome.
it's actually like my favorite horror movie. It's my favorite horror movie. I won't shy away
Great
from it.
soundtrack, too.
Dude.
Great fucking
Oh my
soundtrack.
god, when the
Like,
when the
amazing.
blood splatters on the Freddy vs. Jason thing. All right, well,
And that's so 80s how they
Amazing.
do that. Like a lot of those movies, like those mid horror movies, like the mid Freddy's and Jasons. Started doing a soundtrack. They splat it and make it like a 80s rock and roll thing. And for Freddy versus Jason to do that with like modern new metal and other types of metal. And it was very clever. It was a good move.
It's like, and how badass too. Well, it's not badass, but you have Pam Voorhees talking to Jason, like telling him to get up, and then it turns. Actually, the effect is not terrible for the time. It turns into Freddy Krueger, and like that's the first time you see Robert Englund.
That's
like,
kind of cool.
And like he does the laugh, and like then the blood splatters on the thing, and like it has that awesome metal soundtrack, and then immediately
out of control, that movie.
Dude immediately goes to it goes to Jason Voorhees walking down Elm Street. Here he is, and it's like, oh my fucking god, here it is. And then probably 5 minutes later, you have the most beautiful Jason Voorhees kill. I could go.
Oh, I know he's going. I know he's going.
I could go giddy for hours talking about this goddamn scene because this dickhead, this is such a piece of shit to his girlfriend. Babe, I told you not to kiss me after you fucking smoke. And he's like, don't make me ask you twice. And like having to go have sex with her and stuff. And then here comes Jason Voorhees right after they have sex, and Jason fucking grabs his machete, plunges it into this guy like 12 times, and you think it's over, you think it's done, and then Jason grabs both of the, like, I have goosebumps, dude. I'm so excited talking about it. Folds him up like a, I love it. It folds him up so hard, and you hear every bone crunch. It's in slow motion, fucking film grain. It's so beautiful. And it's, oh my god, I love it.
It is the best kill in that movie.
It's by far the best kill, too. It's a brutal kill.
It's brutal. It's beautiful.
It's like a backbreaker.
Oh my god, when fucking Jason, I love that Jason, by the way. I always forget his name, and I feel really bad. He's awesome, and obviously they had to get a little bit bigger. That's why they didn't get Kane Hodder, because him and Robert Englund are about the same height. So they want Jason to look a little bit bigger.
Oh, wow, yeah.
They wanted Jason to look bigger than Freddy, because how stupid would that look? You have this big hulking zombie, and he's shorter than Freddy Krueger. But they fucking
wait, wasn't it Tyler Mann?
No. Tyler Mane. His first horror movie was Michael Myers. Yeah.
I thought it was a damn good Michael Myers.
His first movie was Sabretooth with X-Men.
Oh, it was Derek Mears. Derek Mears is the other big guy that I'm thinking of.
You know what happens? You know what happens when a toad gets struck by lightning? Same thing that happens to everything else. I love that movie. That's the worst line, but holy shit, dude. I could talk about X-Men 1 and 2 forever. No, but yeah, I'm not kidding. It's not a bit. It's not a bit when I say it. I could literally talk about Freddy versus Jason like for hours. I think
I get it.
It's so fun. It's such like it has its dumb flaws, like Freddy was killed by fire, Jason by water. How can we use this? And it's like they didn't use it at all. And it's just well, technically they did, but it's perfect. It's so fun. It's so stupid. But that kill right there is such a way to hook you in. It's the first 15 minutes.
You had fucking Freddy Krueger doing wire work, like Matrix style wire work, like kung fu shit, which was ridiculous, but it was awesome to see at the same time. So, and awesome. I think one motherfucker, doesn't Jason do a wrestling suplex to fucking Freddy Krueger at one point or something? Like, it's so ridiculous. And then like when fucking Freddy Krueger's like he's cutting the ends off the propane tanks or the oxygen tanks rather, and they're like fire like it's the
torpedoes, and he fucking think, and he has like a big shit-eating grin on his face, and
or like the wicked sad part when he's fucking pouring water on little baby Jason, and he's like holding him.
You know what? That's where you really realize how much of an anti-hero Jason actually is, because he is just killing bullies.
Well, to
some degree.
Yeah. That movie did a really good job, like a fucking awesome job, really showing you like you're actually rooting for Jason Voorhees. Like Jason is technically the good guy of this movie.
Because he's.
Oh yeah, because he's
a big man-child fighting an actual child killer.
Yeah,
Robert Englund only murdered kids. Come on, he only murdered.
Oh, that's so much better. You're right. You are right.
He didn't touch them like Jackie Earle Haley did.
Definitely better.
They said that in the 80s. Like, oh, we want to make him a child pedophile. Like, no, make him a killer.
No, just make him a killer.
Like, they both sound bad.
They're both pretty terrible.
Neither one are good.
The Springwood slasher.
But everybody there's a million like pillow buddies of fucking Freddy Krueger, and like Jason's just a little special kid that got
that's the great thing about horror fans. We love our disgusting horror heroes.
And like they did such a good job.
I talk about that a lot. I'm like I got Freddy Krueger shirts. I have a child killer on my shirt.
Yeah, out of the main people, if you think about because if you think about the big baddies, like Jason Voorhees isn't really a bad person. He was kind of getting revenge for his mom.
Yep.
If you think about it.
And he was picked on.
Or whatever. Was picked on.
But he doesn't know any better.
If you look at Pinhead, Pinhead isn't actually a bad guy. You have to summon him to join his world. He doesn't just kill people.
And then he takes it out on the evil, like the people that justifiably.
So like, is he really bad? I mean, he's doing it to himself. So hey, is it that bad? I don't know. I don't think he's that bad of a guy. He's got a couple of pins in his face. I mean, fucking Chucky's not a good guy. Charles Bradley, is that what his name is?
Charles Lee Ray.
Charles Lee Ray.
Yeah, and then it was
He's a piece of shit because he's a murdering robber. He's a serial killer, not a good guy. Yeah. So he's not a good guy into voodoo, which was a big thing back then. So yeah, so 2 and 2 so far. And then obviously
damn, dude, that's pretty impressive.
Now the Leprechaun, that's hit or miss, depending on which movie it is, because some people say it's the same Leprechaun. Some people say it's the same one in every movie. Some people say it's a different one in every movie, just played by the same actor. Which I look at it that way. So if you look at it from each one, I don't know. They're just defending their gold. Don't steal me gold. Is he that bad of a guy? I don't want you stealing my gold. Right?
Look, man, I don't mess with leprechauns, okay? Or
Not
demons with pins in their face. I don't mess around in no box looking for some sin in the flesh. Nah, man.
So you're saying if this big demonic creature came out from a wall to crawl at you, you wouldn't want to make a wish to it? You wouldn't want to do that?
The gin.
No.
Thank you. What a fucking movie, by the way. Wishmaster.
Nice.
Not as bad. It's cheesy as fuck, but not as bad as everybody remembers.
Dude, the practical effects in that movie are so good, though. I fucking love Wishmaster.
That's what's crazy movie. Also, we're skipping over probably the main big baddie of them all is Michael Myers. Now, depending on which Michael Myers it is, I mean they're all bad, but why are they bad? Were they born like that, or maybe it's Maybelline? I don't know.
That's a great Michael Myers is a great look into that mind where it's you don't know anything. Where we know Freddy Krueger's a child killer, we know Jason was a revenge killer,
a victim of circumstance.
What makes Michael Myers? That's pretty cool. That's
evil.
where John Carpenter really evil.
You're evil.
And that's what I love about these new versions where they continue that type of style to him. He's a shark. He goes and kills. That's it. Can't wait for Halloween Kills.
It's gonna be so good.
All right, so far in our top 3, we have number 5, The Shithouse Serenade.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
We have Jason versus Freddy versus Jason.
The bed scene
with the stabby Bedomax, right?
Stabby Bedomax.
The bed butterfly or something. I don't know.
Oh my god. Which one you want? You want Stabby Bedomax or Bed Butterfly?
Or Stabby McButterfly.
The Stabby Monarch.
Stabby Monarch is a little you're getting a little too artsy, buddy.
Ah, shit.
But I'll go with it. It's your pick. You name it what you want because it's your pick.
The Stabby Butterfly.
Stabby
Butterfly. I like.
Stabby Butterfly.
Stabby Butterfly.
Fly.
Fucking love it. Oh my god. So good.
All right.
Joe, I mean, if we had an ability to be able to play a drum roll, it would be playing right now. But we don't. So
I just did it. I don't know anybody here.
I can just take my bottle opener and wave it in front of the camera.
Where's Sean Clown from Slipknot? Give me that percussion drum roll. All right. So my number 1 kill from my number 1 movie, which is Ed said it earlier. I gave away a little bit. My bad. The final chapter, part 4. Crispin Glover, Jimmy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Where's the corkscrew?
Where's the corkscrew?
Yep, exactly. Where's the corkscrew? And then the pig splitter right to his face. He got a double hit. The poor bastard. And I was Team Jimmy.
He's the best.
Best dance moves.
Best dance moves.
Best dance moves by far.
He got the best twin.
He's not a dead fuck.
No,
I agree. He did get the best twin out of Government Twins. I agree.
And you know what?
Honestly, he was just looking for a corkscrew.
His character and Ted were some of the best banter in some horror movie script writing.
A lot of that was ad lib. It was really just them talking to each other. The whole computer thing in the back of the car, that was just them ad libbing.
Yep.
Wild.
Yeah. It's cool shit, man. And then of course I was a big Back to the Future fan at the time as a kid, so then you get to see him I don't remember which one's which in my memory, but still, you get to see.
4 came first.
4 definitely
That
came
was one of the
first.
first
Oh no,
movies.
I
Yeah,
mean,
4 came
yes, yeah. I'm talking about in my own head. Which,
Oh, how you saw it?
how
Yeah.
I saw it.
Oh, I saw
remember
Back
it,
to the Future. I saw Back to the Future first.
I think I was
know.
probably Back to the Future first, and then
I
of
definitely
course, and then
For
of course,
me, I think it had to
Jason
have been
4.
part 4. It had to have been part 4 and
Yeah.
then Back to the Future for me.
But you know what? 4 is one of my favorite ones because of what. Oh shit! Hang on. Ed brought up Jason's death. So that scene is brutal. The makeup in that. Corey Feldman's scene when he does the makeup. His character is great, and you know even though a lot of those characters, Jimmy's friends and all of them are kind of like your typical slasher friends. Jimmy was really cool. Like they weren't too douchey. They were decent characters. They weren't too unlikable, but they were good enough for like what they're there. We got some kills, and you feel bad for Jimmy, and then Ted's there for that comedic effect where he's getting high and watching that, what was that 1930s nude film they found? Oh my god, that was obnoxious. And but great kill.
That was great. That was a
right in
great
the back
scene.
of the head. That
great.
kill scene was great. I enjoyed the brother looking for his sister. And he's just he goes to the basement and Jason's just stabbing the shit out of him. He's like he's killing me. Run!
He's killing me.
Oh my god.
Great.
And there's no blood.
Fantastic.
You don't see much. You just see that was just that
Who's the
alone.
chick that gets thrown through the window at the end? Somebody gets thrown through the window.
Yeah, is that when the dog
That was
leaves
Tina.
too, or no?
And the dog jumps away.
The dog jumps away too.
I think the dog survives, right?
Yeah, the dog survives.
Dog survives.
I don't remember.
Because the dog literally just fucking. He's like, he looks around. He's
You can't kill a dog. Man.
I'm out of here. I'm
Can't
gone.
Can't kill a dog.
I mean, Clancy Brown sure did.
That was the banana hitchhiker. Her scene was pretty.
Banana
that
lady.
was brutal. That was
Fuck
banana lady. That was so
you.
gross. Oh, let's go. While we talk about part 4, let's go back to when Jason got brought to the hospital. He's in the what is that? The coroner's section. You got that.
Yeah.
You got. Here's the funny thing about the 80s, right? They always have that one creepy orderly with bodies and. When Halloween 2 did it.
When they put him into the morgue and they put him into on the slab, right when they're about to shut the door to show that he's dead, a puff of air comes out of his breath and shows you maybe it's not actually done.
Yeah, but you get that creepy guy. He's watching a weird exercise video. Wants to have sex with the body right there. And then Halloween 2 did something similar. It's like, man, 80s. What was going on in the 80s with these people in the hospital? What the?
They didn't have Pornhub.
What's going on?
They didn't have Pornhub.
But maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's what it is. They had weird, creepy exercise videos, but his death scene, that dude with the saw blade and he twisted his neck. Holy shit! Part 4, I think part 4 or 5.
Part 4 went nuts, dude.
Went nuts. Part 4 went nuts in the gore. That one went nuts. Yeah. That was probably one of the goriest out of the Savini. Older ones.
They brought back the king.
Yeah.
So it makes sense.
Yep.
Well, because even too, so I feel like they had to top themselves.
Isn't that the one with the girl that's naked in the raft or whatever, and she gets stabbed from?
And she gets.
That was part 3.
No.
Oh, okay. I thought that was part 4.
That's what I'm saying. So dude, they had to they had to go fucking crazy with the kills from part 3.
Well, yeah, she's floating around in a raft, and I'm pretty sure that's part 4 because
that's part 4.
That is part 4.
Great. I'm sorry because if you notice,
they talk about that. They talk about that in that documentary where she got hypothermia from doing that.
Yeah,
scene.
yes, that was part 4. You're right, and that seems brutal too because she's screaming, staring at her killer while the bleed's just going through. I'm like, oh my god, I remember rewatching these kills on trailers before we did this episode. I need to watch movies, just watch the trailers on all the kill scenes, and I was
I watched a bunch of that documentary. I watched a couple other things that I watched. I've been really big into that Dead Meat guy or whatever. He's
James A. Janice.
Yeah, he's fucking great.
Dude, he's awesome, right?
I only know him from that documentary, the Darkness.
Into Search of Darkness.
The Darkness.
Yeah, I told it, dude. I told you. I love that guy.
He's great.
I watch him every week.
I like him a lot. Yeah, I'm a fan. I've definitely become a fan. And I watched. He dropped a kill count, a second version of his kill count for the first movie.
I
learned a lot from that. Yeah, no, I watched that one, and then I don't know. Anyways. So. Yeah, that's a classic movie. I mean, realistically, the 4th movie is probably the best movie. If you're gonna pick one, that's probably the best one. Out of all of them, that is probably the best one.
Yeah, and I can see 6 being in the top ones too for me because there's a lot of
that's mine.
there's a story to 6 that's really well done. The gore's not really right there, and then 6 is the only one. Right, but 6 is the only one you really see. You see the counselors, you see kids, and then we talk about that with Fear Street Part 2, where they use the same set as Part 6.
And to quote Part 6, it's like, what kind of psychos would watch entertainment like this?
Actually, what's really sick about Part 6 is when the sheriff gets killed, his back gets broken backwards.
That's another back twist scene too.
Nasty. Right. But Tommy Jarvis versus Jason is classic.
Let's recap. Let's go from 1 to 13 or 13 to 1. Real quick. So for anybody that's watching, if you're watching now, I don't know if we got anybody or not, but if you're watching now and you want to know what our 13 picks are collectively, in no specific order other than our own, let's go in order. Joe, what was 13?
All right, number 13 was shitty handwriting. Let me go my Jason Goes to Hell, the tent scene where the girl gets impaled by the pole while she's having sex with her boyfriend. Yep.
Very good. Number 12 was the remake opening scene with the roasting a hoe over an open fire.
Yep. That's like a really bad Christmas song.
Roasting hoes over an open fire.
Over an open fire. Then what was 11?
What was 11? Oh,
Jason
X. Sorry.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Liquid nitrogen scene. Yep.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
Honorable mention goes to the sleeping bags.
We're not at honorable mention yet.
Dude, I had to. I don't care. I had to.
Bring it back.
Bring
it back. We'll bring it back.
We'll bring it back. Yeah, we're gonna bring it back. All right.
Number 10 was I picked number 10 was Richie from the remake where he got the baghead kill.
Yes.
Yep.
Blade to the face, machete to the face.
Blade to the face. I like it. Number 9, right, is me. Number 9, yep. I gave Tommy Jarvis killing Jason with the slide down machete kill.
Oh, so good.
Scene.
It makes you think of Fight Club for some reason. Slide.
Oh, great.
Number 8. Number 8 was Pam, the one and only. Pam getting her head cut
Voorhees.
off.
The original kill that started it.
Yep.
The old decapitated mama.
Was that even the right one? I don't give a shit.
Then it was what would that be?
I went with part 1, the throat slit of the hitchhiker chick.
7, yep.
Yep, that was 7. So I don't need to say much about that, other than it's classic and did not realize it until I was 21. So
classic. I put number 6 is Kevin Bacon getting stabbed in the neck with an arrow.
2 neck kills right there.
Oh,
right there,
true.
back to back.
And both the first one. That's where they like the neck a lot.
They did.
Back to 5.
So what is it? 5 for me? Yeah. Yep. So 5 had to go to the wheelchair kill, dude. Part 2.
Wheelchair kill.
Classic.
Gets hit so hard with that shit, man.
Classic. And then number 4, Joseph.
Jason getting his mask for the first time and doing a harpoon to the face.
Very good.
And the eye pop out.
Of all time.
Right,
eye pop out at your screen in 3D.
It's coming right at you.
Eye popper 3D scene. I love it. Number 3 is the Shithouse Serenade. From number 5. Those damn enchiladas.
Look, you know what? That's so punk rock and metal right there. I mean, you can't. It's just
cannot do it. Number 2, Benjamin.
Number 2, baby. Stabby Butterfly. I love you so much. Love it.
Stabby Butterfly.
Freddy versus Jason. Stabby Butterfly. Babe, don't make me ask you twice.
And number 1.
And number Joseph? 1, Corkscrew, Crispin Glover.
I love it. I'm okay with that 100%. He gets jabbed in his hand.
Yeah.
Where's the corkscrew?
I mean, he technically dies from the pig splitter to the face, but
fuck that, man.
But everybody knows that scene as "Where's the corkscrew?" Like, we all know that.
Yeah, we should just call it "Where's the corkscrew?" The corkscrew.
Yeah, where's the corkscrew? That's another one.
All right, Cannibal Corpse.
No, I think Corkscrew would probably go to the Jason Goes to Hell one though. The DP.
I'm gonna write Corkscrew just because I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but it sounds awesome.
No, I like it.
Where's the corkscrew should be named. That cat looks fake.
It's just
honorable mentions. I'm gonna kick off honorable mentions with a movie. One of the movies we didn't talk about once, and to be honest with you, I feel like this. There's only really 2 good kill scenes in the whole movie, in my opinion, and one of them is the I dubbed the rooftop boxing match with Jason with the one punch.
Of course.
Number 8.
Of course.
Yes.
That movie's horrible. That movie's horrible. but that movie, that scene is great.
Of
It's
course.
great.
Yep.
You know, I didn't mind that movie until the end. The end killed it for me.
Uh,
I didn't mind it.
They're barely in Manhattan
wasn't
too.
great.
That's bullshit.
It's still.
Bro, they were in Manhattan for 30 seconds.
Yeah, they're on a
boat.
fucking
agree.
boat the
I
whole
agree.
time.
It should have been Jason takes
on
a
a
fucking
boat,
booze
motherfucker.
cruise. Jason takes a booze
He
cruise.
does take a booze cruise. Is that
The one punch knockout boxing rooftop scene, and then
Oh.
when he fucking slams the girl's face into the fucking mirrors and throws her on the ground, that was wild.
Yeah,
too.
that was sick. But
Outside of
I loved Julius because he's just giving it. He's fucking.
Kane Hodder
he-
said that he
Kane
was
Hodder
like,
really,
yeah,
he was really having to punch him. Those are all real. Like his hands are really bloody. At the end. Like
Oh,
that's real
sick.
blood.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Much
if you watch
respect.
the end of that, when he goes, "Go ahead, give me your best shot."
And I love
really
that.
his blood.
And I love that. I love what he said it because he's just like, that kid didn't give a shit. That was hardcore. I think he knew he was gonna die, and he gave his all.
Yeah.
And I love that scene. But I'm glad you brought that up because I put that. When I was like, holy shit! I put that in my notes.
Oh yeah, it has to be. It has to be.
Okay, I'll throw one of my favorites out of part 8 because it's fucking metal, and I have the shirt. I have the baseball tee from Terror Threads. I didn't wear it because it's too goddamn hot. Yeah. Jason. Oh, I almost pulled my fucking iPad down. Jason with the guitar.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Because you don't see it happen, but the fact the blood just splats on the screen. I mean, it's sick. Come on, that's metal. Come on.
it's fucking
It's
awesome.
good shit. It's good shit.
I mean, we're skipping over the best part of that whole movie is when he walks by the boombox.
When he kicks the
over or whatever.
radio, that's the best kill in the whole series. He kicks the
That's the
radio.
best movie.
He
That's the best
pulls his
movie of the whole
mask
movie.
up.
Dude,
Oh
and they're
my
like,
God.
"What the fuck is your problem?" And then Jason just turns around, just stares at him, and then just,
Hey, let me help you out.
yeah, he just stares at him, and it's like, "That's it." What the fuck is your problem?
The fuck's your
best.
problem?
I love that.
Oh man,
That's what I was gonna say. That was my honorable mention. for
That's-
that movie.
What's the other? We didn't pick anything from number 7. I don't know any good kills.
the sleeping bag is still on. Look, we
Yeah,
use
the
the
sleeping
sleeping
bag.
bag.
Yeah,
The
I
sleeping
forget
bag is
that.
fantastic.
The
Sleeping
It's not enough. It's not enough for the top because of all the gore and all the other kills. But
well,
still,
because the fucking MPAA killed that movie.
Yeah.
They
the
trashed that
video
movie.
game makes it more brutal. So shout out to the
Well,
game. The game.
realistically,
like-
another good honorable mention is in Jason X when he's in the simulator and he does it to two
Yep,
girls.
I love that.
He
And they're
just went
both
up-
totally nudie. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just,
It's just
you want to smoke some weed? Want to have some sex?
All right,
He's
so
like,
actually, this is where I wanted to. Obviously, it's not the film franchise, so I couldn't talk about it, but it does go along with video games, and this is my expertise as a whole. Is when Jason is in Mortal Kombat X. Both of his fatalities are really cool, but
That's sick.
the one that really stuck out to me was the homage to the sleeping bag. So he takes the victim by the leg and he fucking slams them down on the ground. And he just keeps doing it.
Yep.
So like that's a total homage to the sleeping bag, and it's like it's to show you how strong and how powerful Jason is. And he doesn't give a fuck, dude. He takes their fucking leg and just starts slamming them on the ground. It's so cool. Love it. And then the other one is it's an homage to the second one when he like lifts up the machete and like the person looks up into
No, it's part 3. That's
Part three. Thank you. Oh, and then he hits them in the undershot.
You get to see him in some
Yeah.
degree cut him in half from crotch down. But it's not, you don't see everything. It's just enough where you're like, oh shit, that's nasty.
I couldn't remember which movie it was, which I should have realized it was the third one. That was one of my honorable mentions actually for a kill.
That's a good one.
That's a really good one. And like it shows you see a lot. But yeah, for me, like honorable mention, it's a Jason Voorhees kill, and it's both of his fatalities in Mortal Kombat are really cool. Unfortunately,
I'm glad you brought up the games because I want to bring up a couple game kills, and that's a good one.
Unfortunately for Mortal Kombat, Freddy Krueger was in Mortal Kombat 9, and then Jason was in 10, so we never got the rematch in something else besides the comic books, which I have. I gotta pull those up, but
They gotta fix that shit.
But yeah, it like Ed always said, it's ever since I was little. He always said it too. He's like, I'd love a fucking movie of like, or not a movie, but a game of all of the horror characters, a fighting game like Mortal Kombat, and just fucking.
Technically, there is one, but it's like a
it's the Terrordrome.
I've seen that.
And then you get like Tall Man and Tall Man, Pumpkinhead. You get the Maniac
I
Cop.
love for us to talk about the Phantasm movies at some point.
I don't know those at all.
I've
Oh,
never,
good,
I've never,
I
I've
really
only
don't
seen,
know those at all.
I've
I've seen the
actually-
first one, and that's
Not
about
yet,
it.
but we will. We will.
I've only seen the second one, and which is the one where he goes boy and he fucking says it really awkwardly. In
That
the
was the first.
Well, kind of all of them, but the first one.
yeah, like the
started it.
infamous one in the grave, not the graveyard, but in like the dream sequence. And he's like boy.
Yeah, the first one. Yeah.
I've like seen it. I was like kind of like falling asleep, but yeah, I started watching the first one.
Let me throw the remake out there real quick.
I got
I want to give a shout out to the characters Chewie and Lawrence, the Asian and black guy like characters.
They were great.
They were great. The comedic aspect was great. The friendship was great.
Their chemistry was great.
And the chemistry was great. And the kill scenes were out of control. Chewie, that whole thing with like the whole hockey joke where he was like playing around in the rich dude's shed, and then and then Jason is in there. I was like, oh man, he just like fucks with the screwdriver. Such a nasty scene. And then Lawrence came out there to go get his friend, and he gets axed in the back, and then even worse, Jason just picks him up and just like explodes his chest cavity. I was like, ah. But they were great throughout the whole time movie. They're great characters. So, but definitely great kills too, though.
Speaking of the,
because they're the only likable characters really in there. I mean, a couple others, but those two are definitely the only really likable characters.
Speaking of the remake,
the most.
Which character is it? This is probably my favorite kill in the movie, where Jason has like I haven't seen the movie in so long, with the police sirens or whatever, and he's like tricking the guy into like coming out or something, and then he jumps down and then he takes the kid and he fucking impales his eye or something.
No, that was a cop he impaled the eye.
That's the cop.
That was the sheriff.
Yeah, that's and he
like they called the police after Chewie and Lawrence got killed.
That's what it is.
And then so the rest of them are stuck inside, and then so all the power goes out. Classic Jason. He's on the roof, and then the cops like, what's going on? And then Jason just like, and then he stabs her through the eye, and he goes through the door, scares the shit out of them.
Yep.
There's so many great.
Another reason why that remake
he killed the chick on the deer antlers. Yep. Another great scene.
That's another reason why I will always give so much credit to the Friday the 13th movies, because you see, normally with Jason Voorhees or Michael Myers or most of these slashers, you just see them pop up behind you, and then like that's it, and then the kill happens. Whereas with the remake of Friday the 13th, you see Jason run up to you, or you see Jason jump up off the rooftop and land, and a huge thud and then he does the kill action. It's so physical what they had that guy do.
The brutality of that movie is just top notch.
Yeah, they nailed it. They did a really good job, and it just sucks that we'll probably never get a sequel to it. They're probably
I think the lawsuit's over now, so we'll see what happens. I mean, like, here's my thing. Once Halloween's over, when they end it with Halloween Ends, I want Blumhouse to take over the franchise, do a whole new trilogy. You know, and then take the direction. Or maybe do a sequel to 2009. Who knows? You know,
and
I think they can do it. I think they can do it.
Unfortunately, everything is going to be a cash grab these days. But
right.
If they're going to do it right, I mean, it's Friday the 13th. There's one movie left, and if they do any more than that, it's sacrilegious. There's 12 movies with Jason in the title. Or
I like that. Yeah. All right.
There's got to be at least one more. You got to make 13. Then done.
Let's do it.
Then done. I don't care if it's another remake or just go off of the fucking one that was done in 2009. It was so good. There were like 5 or 6 fan films. Yeah. They did such I don't care what anybody says. That movie's great. It was a great way to fucking because as much as I really enjoyed the remake of Texas Chainsaw, and as much as the fucking Nightmare on Elm Street remake was dog shit, this one kind of fits right in the middle, in my opinion.
Yeah, and they did it in Amityville Horror. Don't forget, we talked about that.
Yeah, I forgot about that because that was one of the. I still think that's probably the overall best, but I'm talking like out of the 3. And I even like. I mean, I can see that's tough because I actually really enjoy Rob Zombie's Halloween. A lot of people, I know
me
that's
too.
kind of polarized now, but
I like it a lot.
I think he did a fantastic job.
Yep.
I really do. I think he did a fucking amazing job at that, at remaking it. Because the newer series isn't a remake. It's technically the real second movie. So like, even though it's Halloween 2018 or whatever it is, 2019. Like, it's not the first Halloween movie. It's a continuation.
Yeah.
From the first one.
Halloween, the sequel to
So
Halloween.
that's not a remake. Yeah, they really fucked that up, but whatever. I mean, do what you're gonna do. They make more money than I do, but so out of the actual remakes, it's been Rob Zombie's Halloween, the Friday the 13th, which is like a culmination of a bunch of them, which they did, in my opinion, they did it the right way. Then Nightmare on Elm Street, which is a remake, and then Texas Chainsaw, because the Leprechaun, when they tried rebooting that was dog shit. When they tried rebooting Child's Play, that was dog shit. It was okay.
I liked it.
It was all right. But Aubrey Plaza was nice to look at, and Mark Hamill being Chucky was great.
Yeah,
but outside of
that's what I liked. I liked Mark Hamill.
It was okay. It wasn't terrible.
I think the stuff in the end could have been better. It was too typical, too fast. Something about
it was just I don't know. It just
you got the
it was all right.
You got the guy. You got the guy in Joker who was the
whoa,
Jason's getting him.
I was like, holy shit! Did you like jump to the ceiling? What was that? That was crazy.
That was me.
Yeah, you get the guy from Joker who's who's at Arkham Asylum. He's the receptionist that Joaquin Phoenix talks to. He's the cop in Child's Play. I thought he did a really good job too. But yeah, I get what you're saying. And for me, it's like the best like horror remake. It's not Friday the 13th. For me personally, probably have to go with Texas Chainsaw, only because Arlie Ermy just fucking nails it.
Yeah, out of all of them, I still think Texas Chainsaw did the best out of.
And Jessica Biel is too fine.
Yeah, she's too fine.
But her shirt never gets dirty.
I truly enjoy also Too Fine Ryan Reynolds. Like I think that's a great remake because I think it's way better than the original one.
Amityville.
Amityville, which we did already.
Yeah.
But that's out of all of them, that's the only one that, in my opinion, is better than the original. Like I actually enjoy.
I really love like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake's great, but I really love the beginning.
The originals, see now that's polarizing too because I love the beginning also.
Oh,
I hate it.
But there are a lot of people that hate it, and I don't understand why. I
like it better than the remake.
I think it is too.
The beginning is so much closer to the original and the concept of the cannibalism. Sure, the idea of the prequel and the way he did it could be a little better, but there was so much originality to the prequel, and it's weird to see R. Lee Ermey look older in that movie than he was in the remake. Unfortunately,
yeah.
That's what I hate when they do that. They always screw that up. They can't help it, but he was still
but at the same time,
it
was effective because he's still a fucking devil in that movie. He was amazing in that movie. So
that whole movie, man, and you see the birth of Leatherface through the eyes of that cinematic universe. It was crippling. It was brutal, and the ending was pretty good. I really enjoy the beginning. I think it's probably one of the best weird prequel remakes that happened around that time. You had the weird prequel remakes. And you had the weird sequel remake,
all the
prequels,
Platinum Dunes, and one that I think is like, I really like The Hills of Eyes, man. I know a lot of people didn't really care for it. I thought like
even the sequel's good.
I only like the first one. I only like the first remake. I don't like the second one at all.
The original sequel, the original part 2 is terrible as hell. And that's a lot coming from me. It's terrible.
I only like the original remake. Like I've never seen the actual original one, so I have no idea what the
original's good.
Do enjoy. I enjoy that. I enjoy the Crazies. I enjoy Dawn of the Dead. That's a fucking phenomenal remake. Yep. Dawn of the Dead is fantastic. I mean, we can go on and on and on, but I mean, some things are done well, some things are not done well, some things never should have been touched. Like there were some movies that they were thinking about remaking and. Like it went from horror, like everything in horror was getting remade, which some things deserved it, and then some things didn't.
Like somebody just said too, Psycho remake, like the Psycho remake with Vince Vaughn.
That was
trash.
That wasn't good.
Trash.
That was terrible.
And that wasn't good. It's just the fact that they cut like it was like 30 minutes shorter than the original. You don't do that shit, man. That don't work.
And like that, and it was like a shot-for-shot remake.
They did a shot-for-shot remake.
It was shot-for-shot too. Yeah.
What's the point?
But it was shot-for-shot. It was missing a half hour.
Yeah. But then think about it like this, right? So to add to what Joe just said, now let's look at it from music perspective, right? Which we're all music fans, big music fans. I love a good cover, but I love a good cover that does something different than the original. Like I hate when people try to do a complete recreation of the original. It's you're never gonna beat the original. Why bother? Like you're just a cover band. So if you're gonna cover something, give it your own spin. Make it a little heavier. Make it a little bit slower. Maybe do just piano. I don't know. But give it your own fucking spin. Like if you're just gonna recreate shot for shot the same song,
it's a good point. A lot of remakes do that.
Why bother do it? Why do that? It's asinine. You're not gonna be better than the first one.
The Omen.
It's not gonna happen.
The
So-
Omen remake was like that. It was shot for shot.
Yeah, it sucked. That movie
Now
sucked.
I enjoyed seeing it on June 6, 2006, because that's funny to me. I had the
No, that
ticket,
I
so
get.
I got 666 into my ticket. I saved the ticket because that's
Yeah.
hilarious. So
That I
that was a
get.
cool thing, and I love the original. But and I didn't mind the remake. It's just only reason it wasn't great because it's the same damn movie. It's just shot prettier, you know.
Yeah, there's a lot of those movies that I just feel, I don't know, I just feel come up short because they're trying a little bit too hard. Like I haven't seen. I mean, why are they remaking Wrong Way? You know what I mean? Like I've heard that the new one's okay, but like why are
Wrong
they
way
like
or wrong turn?
Wrong
Wrong
Turn.
Turn. I'm sorry,
Wrong
thank
Turn
you. Wrong
2
Turn,
is
Okay.
awesome. Wrong
Let-
Turn 2
let
is so
me-
good,
Yeah,
dude.
it is. But
As
they
a fan-
remade the fucking first one. Like and
The
it came
re-
out last year.
The
Like
remake
why?
of the first one was to go with today's times. The remake is phenomenal. I love the
I'll have
remake.
to-
it's
I'll have to
completely,
watch that,
it's
actually.
completely
Yeah, I've heard-
different.
I've
and
heard
it's
mixed
the
things.
same. It's the same writer as the first Wrong Turn. Same writer. He wanted to bring something different.
I heard
to
they remade
the-
fucking what the hell's the what's the Jesus Christ, the Eli Roth movie about the
Hostel?
kids getting sick.
Cabin Fever.
I heard they remade that.
Oh,
I heard that's
so
Yeah, he was
bad.
involved with it. That's silly. I don't know
Terrible.
why. That's
But like,
terrible.
but like,
That's
why
a
is
cash
that getting?
cow. That's
Yeah,
a cash
why is
cow.
that getting a remake?
That's a
There's
cash cow.
When it
zero
came
no
out
need
like
for
reason
that.
10
for that.
years
That's silly.
before, or like 15 years, like
No,
not
it's-
even.
it's
That's
like
weird.
no, it comes out with it's the same name. It's
Excuse
Cabin
me.
Fever.
That's weird.
It doesn't
That
matter.
makes no sense to me. And
no.
I like remakes. I don't mind remakes, but that makes no sense to me.
I agree. I don't mind a good remake. Well, I mean, I actually don't hate the Fright Night remake. I think both of those are great for what they are. I think both of them are good. I have fun watching both of them. The remake isn't as good as
They're
the
not
original,
terrible,
I
but
think
they're
it's-
entertaining. Yeah, they're different.
I think
They
I
could-
think it's
I wish they
entertaining.
were better. I wish they were better, but they
Yeah,
both
I
have some
think-
really cool shit.
I thought Colin Farrell did a good job as
He was great.
the
I liked him.
vampire, and I
Yeah.
thought that the Yolshin kid, the kid that was in Green Room, I think he's
Oh,
great in everything he
man.
does.
That
So I
kid,
thought he was good.
he's such a good actor.
Yeah, I thought he was very good. I mean, again, at this point, pretty much everything's going to end up getting remade. Like so, there's no getting away from it because it's an easy cash grab. Because people are going to go, what they're banking on is people in our generation are going to go, hey, we grew up watching this series. This is our way to get our kids into that, or our little brothers or sisters or little cousins or whatever. And like, man, just show them the fucking originals. Just show them the
Yeah.
originals. They're better. They're better. Like, there's so many movies that have been remade that don't need to be remade. It's insane.
I think
I've
we're
never
getting.
seen.
We don't want to get too much into weeds on the remakes.
No. Yeah,
I
true.
think
Yeah,
we
we already
expect-
went.
We
already went way
go
off the-
farther we expected. Like
True. Let's reel it back in. Actually, we can probably wrap this one up anyways because this was just a fun discussion after a discussion.
it was
so.
fun. It was fun.
So, I don't any last minute honorable mentions. All right, so we talked. Hold on, we got 3 from number 1. We got
Yeah.
1 from number 2. We got 1 from number 3.
Well,
We have
technically
2 from number 4.
2 from number 3 because we mentioned the one where Jason chops down, like basically chops the guy in half and you see it upward.
yeah.
No. I'm not talking about the honorable mentions. I'm talking about from the actual.
Oh,
picks.
from the actual countdown.
From the actual picks, we talked about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
We did good.
I'm looking right now.
The only ones
Like,
we
for
missed
anything
6, 7. We missed 6, 7, and 8. And
Right.
that's it.
Yeah. For the actual picks, but for the honorable mentions, we hit everything pretty good actually.
Yeah, we hit everything. Because
Yeah,
we
that's
got.
awesome.
I gave out the I gave the boxing match, the rooftop boxing match. You gave the guitar kill scene from Jason Takes Manhattan, which is number 8. Number 6, we gave a couple, right?
Oh,
Am I crazy?
No, we didn't. That's
That's
actually
the
what
one, that's the one we
Well,
haven't done.
I said a back breaking scene for the sheriff.
Oh, yeah,
for number
yeah.
6, another great scene for
Okay.
number 6 when he was in the RV and the kids is rocking out and his girlfriend's getting like the shit beaten out of her in the bathroom and he smashes her face through the metal, like and her face is like it's almost like the chiral
printed.
It's imprinted. It's almost like the frozen face scene. It's very similar to some degree.
Yep.
That's a good scene.
I liked
Very
And
cartoonish.
7 has the fucking the kill scene, the girl getting hit against the tree scene. So we know that's like
The
a
sleeping
classic.
bag. Yep.
for
Sleeping bag
6
filthy.
because 6 is my personal favorite Friday movie.
Yeah.
I adore the whole paintball scene. I think that whole paintball scene
Yeah.
is fucking awesome.
It's
Where
a good scene.
he fucking Jason cuts 3 people, three victims' heads off right in one
Yep.
swipe, and he
kills that dude, rips his arm off at the same time.
Rips his whole arm off, and like he stalks them and shit, and like they're like, haha, it's fun people, haha. It's like a company, it's like a business trip. That's all it was. And then for me personally, I adore the kill. It's in that same paintball part when he rips the guy's arm off. I think it's the same guy, and he fucking smashes the dude's head against the happy face in the tree, and then it highlights it with blood. The happy face.
Yep.
Love it. Oh my god.
Good scene. Good scene.
I adore that whole segment. Granted, you get some really bad kills with like the weed whacker and the therapist guy. Terrible.
Weed whacker. Oh, that's part 7.
Oh, that is part 7. You're right. Yep. Holy shit. Yep. Oh, dude, I hate part 7.
I actually like the weed whacker.
You're right. I'm sorry.
I thought it was pretty cool.
But like you don't see anything.
Weird.
You just see
that's
Jason
the problem.
weed whacker, and then and then the therapist like he like does that, and like that's it. All right.
One more from part 5 that was great. The fucking belt around the eyes against the tree scene.
I was waiting for you to bring that. The belt, and then the crossbeam type of scissor scene. Oh, dude.
That was good.
Iconic.
5 has some. 5's a heavy hit movie, man.
Bangers.
Good one.
For its cheesiness, it is pretty dark. 5 is pretty dark, man.
5 might have. They had to actually the 2 leather daddy dudes that were trying to get the car fixed. That was added in because there weren't enough kills for the crowd. They tested the movie without it. And they had to literally add that movie in just so he had more kills.
Classic slasher mentality. That's awesome.
Just throwing it out there. I mean, everything else. What's funny is they had to add in kills in that one. 2 movies later, they were like, "Oh, can't do so much blood." Like, what the fuck? Like, how does that make sense? You guys made billions of dollars off of like how ridiculous these movies were.
Yeah, bunch of assholes.
All right, this was a lot of fun. I think we accomplished what we were looking for, and
we did good. That was good.
We have the next couple weeks are going to be real tough to get in, so we might take a week off or so because we have we have a lot going on next week.
So follow us on
We're
YouTube.
Gonna be back soon. Follow us on YouTube. Follow us on Spotify if you just are okay with listening to them. I know that they get a little long-winded, but you still might have some fun listening to them on Spotify if you're a verbal person. YouTube, they're on there. Give us a like, give us a follow, give us a share, comment on them. Like is the biggest thing on that, from what I'm learning myself, and we're all learning now. For YouTube, if you like and comment, if you comment on it, it means the world. So it helps the algorithm. It means people are looking at things. So if you like and comment, and subscribe to us if you haven't already, that's appreciated. We had a big surge with the Poughkeepsie tapes out of nowhere. None of us can figure that out.
1,500 views.
That's crazy.
Fucking wild. Which,
hey, kitty.
For like a lesser known movie, and we don't promote anything once it's up. So it's the chance of the gods on that one. We have no idea what's going to happen and what's going to take off. So all it takes is one. And then once one hits, people will watch the rest of them. But hopefully people will check this out. This was a lot of fun. It's not too long. I think we did about 2 hours, which is
about 2 hours.
Honestly,
good enough, yeah.
About more than a little bit more than I thought we were going to get. But it's also because we started ranting about remakes at the end. But I like that. I like a free-flowing conversation. It was fun. Test your knowledge a little bit.
Thank you. I'm glad. I'm in chat. I'm glad you're loving this. Really appreciate it.
Oh, are we getting some good? Hey, cheers to anybody that's sticking with us. This is right around when we really start picking up people on Friday nights too. So it's kind of sad that we have to call it a little early, but we have a lot going on. So we'll probably take off the next week, unless we can find the time to do a quick one in the middle of the week. If you guys, these 2 gentlemen here, if they have any ideas for maybe a quick hour show, something that we all know, and can bang out, that'd be okay to just get a bank show in. Because next weekend is going to be real tough. We have me and Ben have our sister's wedding next weekend, so that's going to tie up a 2 days
boring.
It's going to be okay. I'm only kidding. It's going to be fun. We're gonna make it fun. But so we're going to be tied up for 2 days next weekend. So maybe we can fit something in during the middle of the week. We'll try. I'll probably have time, but it depends on.
During the work week, it's a lot easier for me.
Yeah, it is. It actually is. So. Let's if today and tomorrow, or between now and Sunday, if the 3 of us can figure out a movie to watch during this week, just to bank a couple shows, because we have some banked. The more you can bank for YouTube, the better off we're going to be. But hopefully everybody enjoyed this. Again, this isn't a definitive top 13. We probably made a mockery of what
people are going to be.
do.
This is fucking garbage.
Good.
But I don't fucking care. We didn't talk about this beforehand. We have zero idea what each other were gonna pick. We don't talk about this stuff pre-show. We just go into it hot, and I think that's what's cool about it. I think you get real live reactions to each other's picks, and that's realistically why I'll be honest. I'm gonna throw my feather in this cap to like probably try to come up with a couple more of these shows because this was a lot of fun. It was just neutral.
Yeah.
Just neutral. But doesn't mean all. I like the dissection. I like the long-winded dissection movies. I like that too because then we get into the weird like psychology shit and conspiracy theories and who knows what's happening.
Telescopes versus headphones and cell phones.
Cell phones and yeah. But then a lot of how somebody hates the '90s, even though they love everything.
Don't do it.
90s,
I want. We should be close. No.
And we hate
Ben,
mouths.
do not play.
Or we don't like mouths. Not a single bad mouth in all of the fucking Friday the 13th series. Who knew?
Yeah, because Jason just kills them all. Who cares?
I mean, you ain't wrong, but not a single bad mouth. Lots of nice ladies though. Not lots of nice titties. All right, one last, Jude statement for the end. I'm sorry, I had to because it's fun. That's why you watch these movies. I don't care what anybody says. That's why they're awesome. All right, I'm Eddie Vegas. Follow us on Eddie_Vegas is where I'm at on Instagram. Bonded by Horror, all one word, is on Instagram. I run that. I've been getting back into the swing of things. I kind of fell off for a couple weeks. We've had a lot going on, but I've been trying to be a little more active on there. So join us on there, hit us up, message us, whatever, and I am one of three hosts of the Three Dudes and Cold Brews podcast. Not like this at all. This is a show. That's a podcast, and there is a difference. And that shit gets fucking wild. So, listener beware. I'm done.
All right, I'm JC Walsh. I am. I think we said that. I don't know. Whatever. You can find me on Twitter, JCW Horror Writer. On Slasher and Instagram, JCWalsh81. I'm also on WordPress, jcwriter.wordpress, one of those. But I'm trying to get some blogging back up, so hopefully people have been viewing that. I get some stuff back up there, and my newsletter should be coming back soon too. I just get my time management back under wraps. I'm also on Facebook, JC Walsh Author, I believe. Just follow my page. I'm trying to think. I'm sorry. Amazon, you can find my first two titles. For my first book, Death Highway, horror Lovecraftian collection Within the Abyss. Anything else you're involved with? You don't have it on you? Wow, that's a first. Come on, you don't have to do it. Stop it.
Nope. That's a lie. I got it.
I'm also September 25th and Angry Eric's Brewing in New Jersey. I'll be signing books along with 11 other authors, Beers and Fears. So definitely come see everybody. That's a big event. Cat and book. That's awesome. So,
I'm still really bummed that I'm not going to be able to make that because I have
it's all right. It's not easy. It's not easy.
I know. I really wanted to go. I wanted to go to that. I would have. I don't know. Half of me would rather be there, and then half of me would,
Yeah.
I'm like,
I
have to be there.
I got you. No worries. And then the other thing. And speaking of like author friends, I'm on Rosamelia's YouTube.
Yep.
Movie reviews on his page as well. Breakdown of four movies.
Where's his fucking free library box thing? Where's that? In Florida somewhere?
His in Florida. There are ones around Rhode Island, I believe. I have to send you the link. He said.
All of this.
I got ones in South Philly too. I was
There's one
in
right down
Florida
the road from me,
doing
actually.
MondoCon, and I threw some books in there.
I have like
them. Yeah.
three in my neighborhood, dude. So if you ever want to put some books in them, let me know.
All right,
we'll
cool.
look it up.
All right, awesome. So there you go.
I'm not giving up my signed
shout out
copy,
to the free
but
libraries.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, don't give yours out. This is my misspelling.
I
shout
love
out to the free libraries. So
we have a ton of those in my neighborhood. We have two or three of them.
That's awesome.
Yeah, there's at least one right near me, actually.
That's awesome. That's it. That's all I got.
Cool, man. My last thing I forgot. I've wrestled in the past, and it's actually a 2-year anniversary from when I got my my concussion. It's 2-year anniversary from when I realized that I had post-concussion syndrome today when I was in a nice CAT scan tube, and I haven't wrestled since. But your boy's grape is a little bit better, and there's talks, and you get a little itchy after a while of maybe you might be seeing me in a ring suit. So be on the lookout for that. But that's through Eddie Vegas. Eddie_Vegas is where you're gonna find that. So I'm not gonna do that right now. But wrestling, that's my last plug. Then Look what you got. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, we got Ben.
As I'm like falling asleep. Yeah. Screw Champ. Follow me on Instagram, Twitch. Thank you guys. I love you. It means a lot. I'm probably gonna be playing stuff like probably Final Fantasy and shit because I'm boring. I like boring video games, but that's what I like. I can't help it.
And when are you ready to do? When do you want to do a live Twitch stream where me and you face off in Mortal Kombat? Any of these ones that has Freddy or Jason, and you kick the shit out of me and watch everybody laugh and me cry because I'm terrible at video games now.
I was gonna say if you want to lose that bad, I have 9 and 10 both on Steam, so I could just download it.
All I'm saying is for the kids at home, it might be funny for them to be able to see us sitting next to each other. It's a role reversal because when we were kids, I used to kick the fuck out of him, and then
Dad would kick the shit out of you.
But yeah, our dad would kick the fuck out of me in real life. I would kick the fuck out of him in a video game, and I would get the kicked out of me in real life.
The kick fucked out of me.
Yeah, kick the fuck out of me. As a role reversal, you guys can see how bad I am at video games now because I'm a fucking old man.
Boomer.
I don't own a modern video game machine.
You have a Switch.
So actually, sorry, I haven't seen it in 2 years. It's been in Rose's room for 2 years.
Fucking fibber.
So
nothing worse.
I own it.
Than a fibber.
I own it because it was gifted to me for Christmas, but I haven't seen it in 2 years.
And I have everything. Like I'm not kidding.
Yeah, that's everything.
Well, like modern day. That's 20 years.
Yeah.
All
right, guys.
That's it. I'm done.
We love everybody. Thank you for hanging with us.
Stay bloody.
Stay bloody, everybody. I love you.
Happy Friday the 13th.
Stay bloody.
Happy Friday the fucking 13th. Bye, guys.